With the playoffs looming and 2 weeks left to go in the regular season, the Tigers will look to keep a home playoff game alive when they host the Worland Warriors in a 3A East Conference clash. Let's send it to Lander, Wyoming at Bill Bush Stadium. Here's the voice of the Tigers, Wyatt Barichka.
And a good afternoon, well, evening. I just did that 2 weeks in a row, Riley, so we'll get it right this time. And good afternoon, everybody. It's 5:31 here at Bill Bush Stadium in Lander, Wyoming, between your Lander Valley Tigers and the Worland Warriors. As you heard in the intro, playoff seeding implications in this one. The Worland Warriors currently sit as the number 4 seed. Your Lander Tigers right now is the 2 seed. This game obviously going to have some big implications. If Lander wins, they will force a championship in the 3A East Conference title next week at Douglas. If Douglas wins and Lander loses tonight, the Douglas Bearcats are the 3A East champions, and Lander will now have to fight for seeding because right now the Buffalo Bison have the advantage over the Tigers based off the head-to-head. So now the Tigers will need to win out here and hopefully try to secure themselves a home game in 2 weeks, depending on the results again of this week and next week. Riverton also fighting for some playoff seeding as well. They are playing Buffalo. They'll need to win that one as well. And if Worland loses and Riverton wins, we got ourselves a fight for the 4 seed, and winner of that one would go to Cody. So tough matchup they would have to face in the first round. Giving you guys an update of the volleyball match on senior night and peak night for the Lady Valley Tigers. Right now, it's 20-10. I don't know exactly what set it is in right now, but the Lady Tigers trailing that one 20-10. We'll provide updates throughout the broadcast for you guys. Give you guys an update of all Lander Valley athletics and much more on the Porter's pregame show. And we want to thank Wind River Internet for providing today's live stream. It's not possible without them. Also, a big shout-out to Porter Supply Company in Riverton as a proud sponsor of LVHS Athletics this season. Wants to remind you the beautiful weather we have isn't going to last forever. Porter's has everything you need to heat your home, wood, gas, or pellet stoves this winter. That's Porter's on North Federal in Riverton and online at portersmvs.com. Again, a huge shout-out to them for the Porter's Tailgate Show sponsorship. Again, it's the Lander Valley Tigers taking on the Worland Warriors in a big playoff seeding game here. The Tigers right now, even though they're right now second in the conference, they can still theoretically be out of the playoffs. So obviously a big win will help their cause this week. Worland, again, sitting as the number 4 seed. They'll try to keep their chances of going to a 4 seed, as they have actually been the team who's been going to Cody the last few years and have been bounced out of the first round, as Worland is going to be dealing with some injuries. They're going to be out their star quarterback, Cade Weber, who went to the Manning passing camp this year for himself. But let's give you guys a background between these two teams. It's going to be the 91st all-time meeting between the two teams. That first meeting happening in 1925. Worland would win that matchup, as there was one point, or before that, I was going to say 1929 was the first Lander Tiger win in that one. There was one time in 1949 that these two teams would play. Worland would lead that game and then later forfeit, giving the Tigers the win. So that's where that currently stands right now. Worland leads the all-time series between these two. John Scott 3-1 against the Worland Warriors as the Tigers head coach. He lost his first time as a Lander head coach last season at Worland. Lander would, apologize again, just kind of some seeding implications going on. Again, a win has the chances for the Tigers at a number 1 seed. A loss, they'll have to fight for some seeding next week against a Douglas team who currently ranks 3rd in the Class 3A rankings. Cody number 1, Star Valley number 2, Douglas 3, Buffalo 4, Powell jumps Worland. Worland was ranked 5 for most of the season, and that 5th spot has been kind of going back and forth as Worland drops out for the first time in a while, and they dropped last week after their Buffalo loss. For the Tigers, they're coming off of a 28-0 shutout against the Rollins. Again, the first time this season for the Tigers to complete a shutout. That was on 3 days basically of practice and rest, as now they'll actually have they had a full week now to prepare for this one. as well as, again, Worland coming off of a loss to Buffalo. That was if I'm not mistaken, 49-7 was the score. I will double check on that score as well. But we got about 23 minutes to go in the Porter's Tailgate Show. Again, pregame show sponsored by Porter's Tailgate. We're going to have an update from Lander Valley High School of all the athletics. We'll also have a pregame interview with head coach John Scott, as we kind of talked about quite a few things. This tonight is pink night as well as for volleyball and football. You'll see some decals of the Tigers in pink. That is what the pink night for the Tigers is for. So we're going to step aside for our first time out. When we come back, we'll have a Lander Valley High School update. This is Lander Tiger Football on the County 10 Sports Network.
Supply Company in Riverton is proud to sponsor sports and student athletes here in Fremont County. Start your game day off right with the Porter's pregame show and get ready for action. Porter's has everything you need to heat your home this winter with the best selection of wood, gas, or pellet stoves. Good luck to all Fremont County teams from Porter's Supply Company. See Porter's Supply on North Federal in Riverton and online at portersmvs.com.
RE/MAX All-Star Realtors are proud to sponsor sports across Fremont County for the 22-23 season. RE/MAX All-Star Realtors was founded in 1991 with the goal of doing real estate in a way that would make our clients' lives as easy and uninterrupted as possible. They've completed many transactions involving residential, commercial, vacant lots, farm and ranch, and investment properties, and can help you with any goal you might have regarding any of these today. RE/MAX All-Star Realtors, 938 West Main Street, Riverton. See them online at remaxriverton.com.
It's more than clocking in or collecting a paycheck. We are a network of caring professionals who want to be here, dedicated to serving our communities. We are Sage West Healthcare, our 2 campus hospitals in Riverton and Lander. We take pride in our region, our people, and our communities. Located in beautiful central Wyoming, filled with natural recreation in our own backyard. We are neighbors caring for neighbors, a community caring for its own. We are Sage West. We are recruiting the best, like you.
It's time to welcome Sutherland's Home and Garden Fall Catalog. It's full of hundreds of deals to help you save, including special fall buys, ideas, how-tos, and more. Win big. Sign up in-store for your chance to win a $5,000 Sutherland's shopping spree. See store for details. Get up to 24 months special financing with your Sutherland's credit card. See store for details. Sutherland's Fall Catalog is full of can't-miss deals. Stop by the store and pick one up today, or check it out online at Sutherlands.com. Sutherland's, your fall home improvement store.
We'll start with your Lander Valley Athletic Sports Weekend in volleyball, with the Lady Tigers hosting their final home match of the season against a tough Lyman team. But while it's a conference match, this contest is more about the seniors playing their final home game for the Lady Tigers. Head coach Marissa Powell reflects on the season so far and how the team has been growing leading up to the regional tournament.
Things are looking pretty good. Like, the small goals we're setting, like passing above a 2.0 in serve receive, like we just hit that for the first time. So that's a huge mark. Overall, like, we're improving every single day and getting better.
It'll be 2 seniors' final home game in Aggie Brown and Layla Norris. Marissa Powell shares her experience coaching the seniors throughout the years.
So Layla's played with us since she was a freshman. Her freshman year, she really stepped up pretty much at like regional tournament to play some back row for us. And then since then, she's been a setter for us. Never was a setter before, and really took on that role and just kind of ran with it. And the like hard part about setting is making decisions, and she just had that naturally. So natural setter. And then Aggie has always played middle for us. Since she was a sophomore, she's played varsity. So it's just been really fun to see her grow and improve as a middle. She has served amazing for us. Like, the last few games she had, one of the games she had 24 serves, so 100% with 7 aces. So it's cool to see her role expand just from a middle hitter.
For Aggie Brown, it was against a Fremont County team that highlighted her Lander volleyball career.
Well, there's been quite a few. I talked about this in my senior thing too, but beating Riverton last year for the trophy was probably one of my favorite home games ever. I'm really excited for this upcoming one too, just because it's so emotional, being that it's the last one. We're seniors, and it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and the game, it's really nice. So I'm really excited for that one in particular.
Having an opportunity to play for the varsity team as a freshman was a highlight for Layla Norris's career.
When I was a freshman, I got to play with the varsity team at regionals, and we hosted it in Lander. So one of the games, it was actually against Lyman. The whole school came and watched, and I got to get in to play back row. And it was just like one of the most surreal moments ever. Like the whole school was there, and I was like a little freshman, and it was super exciting.
Both Leyland Norris and Aggie Brown want to finish this year strong, playing with the team that they have enjoyed playing with all season long.
I'm just really excited because I feel like I have the right mentality going into it. Like, you only get so many more moments on the court, especially with regionals coming up. I'm just excited to play it out with my team, with a bunch of girls who are all like really loving and supportive.
I want to make it to state with this team. I love them a lot, of course. They're my team, and I think we can do really good. The most exciting thing, I think, is kind of just bittersweet, honestly.
While it's a night to honor the seniors, the Lady Tigers are also having paint night in efforts to raise money for the American Cancer Society.
We're hopefully raising a lot of money. All of it will go to the American Cancer Society. So we've had a lot of businesses and people around Lander donate items for our silent auction. So big thanks to them for supporting. And then you can donate as you come in the door too. So everyone's affected in some part, sadly, by cancer. So we just want to give something back.
The Lady Tigers will host Lyman today at 5 p.m. at the Bob Carrier Memorial Fieldhouse. We'll provide updates of how that game's going throughout the football broadcast tonight. Cross Country hosted the 3A West Conference meet at the Lander Golf Course yesterday, as County 10 will provide results when they come in. Lander Swimming will be in Laramie, where they will see 22 teams compete, including Lander. Conference meets will happen next week in Rawlins for the Lady Tigers, as they will also host a last chance meet before state. This has been your Lander Valley High School Sports Update. Check out county10.com for results, updates, and feature stories. When we come back from the break, we'll have a pregame interview with head coach John Scott. It's Lander Tiger football on the County 10 Sports Network.
We are Maven. We focus on the fundamentals. Clean, simple designs with the very best modern materials and technologies. We refuse to compromise our mountain town roots to follow the well-worn path to $1. We choose instead to make game-changing gear and use it in the places and pursuits that inspire us every day. We are Maven, a company focused on the design and creation of innovative products for and by the modern outdoorsman.
Northside Auto Body Shop in Lander is proud to support sports and student athletes for the 22-23 season. Northside Auto Body is a staple in the Lander community and is primarily engaged in automotive body, paint, and interior repair and maintenance. If you hit a deer or have a vehicle accident, Northside will get your repairs handled and accept all forms of insurance. Javi and the crew got you covered at Northside Auto Body Shop, 323 North 2nd Street, Lander. Palace Pharmacy of Lander is proud to be this year's starting lineup sponsor and supports athletics all across Fremont County. Palace Pharmacy in Lander is locally owned and locally loved. Palace Pharmacy combines high-quality products with personalized care. They strive to help you reach your health and wellness goals. Stop into Palace Pharmacy, 1255 Main Street, Lander, or see them online at palacepharmacywy.com. Perfect Power is a proud supporter of athletics and student athletes all across Fremont County. Perfect Power provides services for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. Darren Hubble, owner and master electrician, has over 30 years of electrical experience. Darren's trustworthy team of professionals can get the job done right. Perfect Power, serving Fremont County and surrounding areas. Stop into 1320 West Main Street, Lander, or give him a call at 307-332-7184. Tiger football, all season long, streaming on County 10's YouTube channel.
Back here on KOVE 1330 AM 107.7 FM, streaming online at county10.com. Before we get into the pregame interview with head coach John Scott, we got Jared Anderson at the studio. Jared, what is happening?
Thank you. Yeah, a huge Fremont County game last night between two teams that have had fantastic seasons in 1A 9-man football. Third-rated Shoshone knocked off number 2 Wind River in Pavilion last night, 25-14. Peyton Trumpler ran for 2 touchdowns, caught a touchdown pass. The Wranglers clinched the conference title and home field in the first 2 rounds of the playoffs. Wind River had 5 turnovers in that game, so don't count out the Cougs here once the playoffs get rolling. You got a couple other Fremont Fremont County teams in action this week. Wyoming Indian is hosting Big Piney. They kicked off just a bit ago. Still haven't seen a score reported in that one from Ethity. And second-rated Dubois in six-man football will play tomorrow. They're at Hannah Elk Mountain for a noon kickoff. Back to you.
Thanks, Jared, for the update. We'll get some updates throughout the broadcast for him, and we appreciate him being at the studio for us. Now we'll get you guys into that pregame interview with John Scott. Back here on the County 10 Sports Network here with John Scott, the head coach of the Lander Valley Tigers. And, Coach, last week talked about we had 3 days of practice for you guys, and you guys were able to shut out Rollins. So just kind of what did the team go through last week, the coaching staff and coaching your players, to ultimately get that first shutout of the year?
It goes back to that how we do things is pretty regimented, and I think our kids respond to that. So we tried to make those 3 days, in essence, how we normally do kind of 4 days. We used the short week to get back into, we had to jump right into a Tuesday after a Monday game, and there's not a whole lot of recovery. So from the teaching standpoint and then trying to get our schemes in order, really a lot falls back on the kids. We have to be smart of how we did it with trying to have up-tempo practices, but we know that there's a recovery phase in there. And then we were going against an offense that requires that you are going to really go away from what your base stuff is, and you've got to modify. And I just said hats off to the kids for being able to, the young kids to be able to present it and show it, veteran kids for being able to respond to it, and then to get through that crazy week of 2 games and all that, and then get back into normalcy this week.
Yeah, so last week on our post-game show, you kind of talked about you guys can control your own path now. It's for the postseason and everything.
Yeah, to a point.
Yeah. So how do you make sure that, A, you're accomplishing the goals that you're wanting to accomplish, but B, making sure the team is staying focused?
Well, that's from day one stuff. Focus is I don't care if you're a classroom teacher, a parent, or a coach. If you can find a way to get them to lock in what's important now, with all the clutter out there, how do you break down? So we've addressed the 2-hour football segment of being something that can we go out there and for 2 hours at least have the majority of our mindset on what we're doing, and I think it's easier to get that accomplished if we're not throwing a bunch of new different stuff out there. So we really do build on what's our base, and any adjustment is got to be minimal, and it's got to tie in. So, we try to stay away from the radical changes and focus on, here's what you do based on the threats and just rep.
Talk about Worland this week. They're, coming off a loss, but it's not a team you can't overlook.
Oh, gosh, no. We know that their athleticism, they beat us last year over there, and it was a game that kind of came down to a final possessions again, and both teams have playmakers, and both teams are very similar. We fight the same fights, when it comes to numbers, when it comes to, your depth, and all those things we're very, very similar in that regard. They run probably one of the better high school RPO read systems. They really do. They just try to get you to, put you in a position, and they do a great job of reading, 1 or 2 guys on the defensive side to either pull the ball or to throw the ball. And I think, again, I've said this the last couple of years, they've presented as much out of that RPO, that run pass option game as well as anybody has in the state. And then defensively, again, they play, downhill. They have to compensate to try to stop the run just like we do, and then hope that you're athletic enough on the back end to cover.
I was going to ask you, how do you coach the RPO for some people that may not understand?
Right. And basically what they're doing is you've got to keep honest a run game, kind of a zone run game, and you try to put and create and put 1 or 2 guys in a position that if they jump down on the run, then you're going to just really replace and put a receiver back behind where that guy vacated. If that defender stays back to defend the pass more, well, then you got fewer guys defending the run. And then when you throw in the option that the quarterback can also carry the ball. So he can give it, he can carry it, and it's basically option football done in a non-conventional way. Yeah, you've got an inside threat, you got a quarterback threat, and then instead of pitching the ball, you got a pass threat.
Talk about this night too a little bit. We'll get a little bit more into the Worland matchup in a moment, but you guys are doing peak night as well. Just what kind of event that is for you guys? Excuse me, because our volleyball is doing one that they're raising money and they're kind of honoring people. So what are you guys doing for peak night?
Well, first of all, it's to make sure that we know how cancer, breast cancer, cancers of any type, affect everybody. And I think everybody in our locker room has had been affected by it, either through friends, through family, through whatnot, and to make sure that we understand that that we're fortunate that as far as we know, the health that we have, we're very appreciative of, and we want to make it so that we kind of keep in mind that fact that anybody that's fighting that would, even on our toughest day in a locker room, would trade places with us in a heartbeat, for what the battle that they're up against. We get to play a football game and call it, the tough, the grind and whatnot, but it's nothing like, what people, and young, old, going through, cancer. So we want to make sure we're just very cognitive of that and not make it a decoration game, but something that's, that we know that, we're thinking of others, and we're doing stuff in our lifestyles. I talk to these young boys, cancer is kind of a bully. It attacks the young, so many in so many different ways, and but don't add to it. Choose a lifestyle that can help you, try to avoid those things, and so more than just, hey, let's get a bunch of pink on, let's have the mindset, in the right direction for it.
That's a great way to put it too. And another thing also too is this is potentially the last home game for these seniors. You might get a playoff game, you might not. So how do you kind of end this night with a bang for the seniors?
Yeah, well, I think it's the whole process of everything. If your whole career is based on one night, you haven't gotten the fullness of it. And so if it shakes out that this was the last home game, well then we put that into a perspective, because your reflection on all this, being a senior, is what did I do over the whole time? Not let one night affect that. It's over the whole thing for a kid who still has eligibility, underclassmen. You hope that they're kind of recognizing that, something that they're learning as they watch the veteran players. If the veteran players at the end of a last home game or a last regular season game have tears, well, they're tears of joy or tears of regret. And we want to, tears of joy. You did everything that you were supposed to do over your time, and because the ones of regret, you're not going to get another shot at it. And that's, we just treat this that what we're in control of is tonight's game to move up, maybe out of a 4 spot into a 3 spot, and then you go to Douglas and you say, okay, if we get that, then we'll go to their tie-breaking methods and whatnot, and so it should be the best you can be tonight, and then we'll see where it shakes out.
Perfect, Coach. Thank you for your time. Best of luck tonight, and we'll hopefully catch you after the game.
Well, you will. Thank you.
Perfect, and we'll be back here on the County 10 Sports Network.
Brown Sugar Coffee Roastery is proud to be a supporter of athletics and student athletes all across Fremont County. Brown Sugar is a locally owned and operated restaurant located in downtown Riverton. Their passion is coffee and locally sourced foods. Be sure to stop in for dinner service and look for a new menu coming soon. Brown Sugar Coffee Roastery. See them online at brownsugarcoffeeroastery.com or stop in at 203 East Main Street, Riverton.
Central Wyoming College has a new Bachelor of Applied Science degree in Early Childhood Education.
Being a teacher has always been a dream of mine.
This degree combines the academic, assessment, and classroom management content that students need to be successful in the classroom. Gain knowledge in how young children grow and develop physically and cognitively, and guide them to social and emotional development.
What I really like about the education program here at CWC is that we get a lot of classroom experience.
Make your way at CWC.
Elevate Rehab in Lander is a proud sponsor of sports in Fremont County. Elevate offers physical and occupational therapy and specializes in hand therapy. Elevate Rehab also offers one-on-one personalized treatment for every patient. Their dedicated team of highly skilled and specialized therapists will help you on your journey back to better health and mobility. Elevate Rehab, 535 East Main, Suite D in Lander.
To win in sports, you have to adapt your strategy as the game changes. The same is true with investments. Hi, I'm John Shade, your Edward Jones financial advisor, and I can be your financial coach. Give me a call at 335-7722 today. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Catch the video stream of this broadcast and previous games this season on County 10's YouTube channel.
Tiger football on KOVE 1330 AM 107.7 FM in Lander, Wyoming, as we will be giving you guys your Palace Pharmacy starting lineups. Palace Pharmacy in Lander is proudly owned and locally loved. Palace Pharmacy combines high-quality products with personalized cares. Their knowledgeable staff is happy to help you with any questions you may have. We strive to help reach your wellness goals. Palace Pharmacy in 1255 Main Street, Lander, or see them online at palacepharmacy.com. You're just seeing the coin toss. Worland will elect to receive the opening kickoff. We'll see the Lander defense to start things off, and this is what it's going to look like for Lander Valley High School. It's going to be Osborne, Dowles, Hamilton, Weaver up front. It will be Pasquinelli, Glick, Harris, Velarde at the backs. Brody Mofat, Brandon Stauffenberg, and Evan Stevenson on the corners. As we were going to take a timeout, the national anthem is going to play. We'll be back after this.
The Lander community supports the Lander Valley High School Tigers, and Altitude Interiors on Main Street is no exception. Altitude Interiors is Lander's expert in flooring, window coverings, cabinets, and more. The inside of your home is like a team jersey. Every so often, you just need a redesign. The team at Altitude has the best playbook in town and can help you with your projects from start to finish and make sure you get the look and feel of your dreams. Altitude Interiors supports Tiger football, and they're here for you too at 333 Main in Lander.
Tires, and more tires. Bailey Tire and Auto Service offers a huge selection, great prices, and fantastic service.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, this is Haley. With over 13,000 tires to choose, Bailey has tires for your ATV, farm implement, car, truck, trailer, semi, lawnmower, wheelbarrow, you name it. If it has a tire, Bailey Tire and Auto Service can fix it or replace it. Bailey Tire and Auto Service is your one-stop complete tire and service shop. Just remember, with Bailey's, there's no tricks, just tires.
Baldwin Creek Rental Service in Lander is a proud supporter of sports and athletics here in Fremont County. Baldwin Creek Rental Center understands how expensive specific equipment can be, especially if it is for a one-time use or event. That is why they offer tools, equipment, and party supply rentals. For many years, Baldwin Creek has provided services to clients in Lander and the surrounding areas. From lawn and garden projects to graduation parties, they have the right equipment for you. Baldwin Creek Rental Centers, 675 Baldwin Creek Road in Lander.
Keep it local. Try it on, save time and money on returns, and get advice in person at Bells & Bows. Our business is your best local source for quality clothing like Liverpool and keeping your look fresh every month with our new collections bag. These monthly collections bags feature anything you can imagine yourself in, and the best part is we will ship it everywhere. But if you live locally, we can drop it off right at your doorstep. Bells & Bows, your local solution to keeping you looking stylish for anything that comes your way. Stop in today at 309 East Main Street in Riverton or visit us online at bellsandbows.rocks.
The Lander community supports the Lander Valley High School Tigers, and Altitude Interiors on Main Street is no exception. Altitude Interiors is Lander's expert in flooring, window coverings, cabinets, and more. The inside of your home is like a team jersey. Every so often, you just need a redesign. The team at Altitude has the best playbook in town and can help you with your projects from start to finish and make sure you get the look and feel of your dreams. Altitude Interiors supports Tiger football, and they're here for you too at 333 Main in Lander.
Tires, and more tires. Bailey Tire and Auto Service offers a huge selection, great prices, and fantastic service.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, this is Haley. With over 13,000 tires to choose, Bailey has tires for your ATV, farm implement, car, truck, trailer, semi, lawnmower, wheelbarrow, you name it. If it has a tire, Bailey Tire and Auto Service can fix it or replace it. Bailey Tire and Auto Service is your one-stop complete tire and service shop. Just remember, with Bailey's, there's no tricks, just tires.
Baldwin Creek Rental Service in Lander is a proud supporter of sports and athletics here in Fremont County. Baldwin Creek Rental Center understands how expensive specific equipment can be, especially if it is for a one-time use or event. That is why they offer tools, equipment, and party supply rentals. For many years, Baldwin Creek has provided services to clients in Lander and the surrounding areas. From lawn and garden projects to graduation parties, they have the right equipment for you. Baldwin Creek Rental Centers, 675 Baldwin Creek Road in
KOVE is proud to support the Lander Tigers.
Back here on KOVE 1330 AM 1077 FM, streaming online at county10.com as Matisse Weaver has put it on the tee, and we're going to be underway here in this one as Court Gonzalez and Brock Duzadis are going to be back to receive the kick, and I don't believe they're going to receive it because it's going to go right to the back of the end zone. And the Tigers will start, or excuse me, the Warriors will start at their own 20-yard line. Worland enters this game 3-3, coming off of a 49-7 loss against Buffalo. Brock Duzadis played quarterback for a moment, and then, he came in for the injured Cade Weber, and now we are going to see, well, actually, it's not going to be Brock. It's actually going to be Carter Clark going to be doing the duties here for the Warriors today. Spread set, one receiver each side. It's going to be a handoff here. This is going to be a decent carry as it's going to be a tackle down at about the 27-yard line to start things off here. So give about maybe 7 to the main back, Roger Mascaro. That's been his first carry, gain of 7, sets up a second down, 2 to go. 11:37 to go. In quarter number 1 just started here at Bill Bush Stadium. We go to that pistol set again. Receiver each side. Clark takes the snap. And now you got a busted play here. Matisse Weaver going to try to make a play, and Clark just goes down. It's going to be a loss of, looks to be 2 on the play. So Clark, he was also injured a little bit of the season. He's getting back into action here. We approach a minute into the new game again. Lander trying to play for an opportunity for the 3A East Championship game next week in Douglas. And with the new tie-breaking system, there's a lot of things that are going to go into it, but we'll explain more. And now a timeout taken by Worland. So a quick timeout. We'll take a 30-second as well. We're going to step aside for a timeout. We'll be back here on KOVE 1330 AM 1077 FM, 8 County 10 station.
Brown Sugar Coffee Roastery is proud to be a supporter of athletics and student athletes all across Fremont County. Brown Sugar is a locally owned and operated restaurant located in downtown Riverton. Their passion is coffee and locally sourced foods. Be sure to stop in for dinner service and look for a new menu coming soon. Brown Sugar Coffee Roastery. See them online at brownsugarcoffeeroastery.com or stop in at 203 East Main Street, Riverton.
Your place for the Tigers. KOVE Radio and County 10's YouTube channel.
It's going to be a 3rd and 4 coming up here for the Warriors. So that kind of just falling down was Carter Clark. And it's now 10:35. It's going to be a 3rd and 4 on the opening drive of this game. Duzadis bottom of the screen with Gonzalez at the top. Clark again in the shotgun set with a back in the backfield. Here's the snap. It's going to be a quick pass to Duzadis. He's going to have the first. He's going to get to about the 32. So first pass completion goes for 6 yards. And it's a first down for the Warriors. As Brock Duzadis was playing quarterback last week, again, doesn't have to take the duties today as Clark comes in for Weber. As we approach 10:30 to go in this one. Got a beautiful view here in Lander, Wyoming at Bill Bush Stadium. The final time potentially this season for the Tigers As there's going to be a swing pass to Gonzalez. He's going to get to the outside and more. He's going to have a good reception. He's going to get after the catch. It's going to be a gain of 9 on the play. And it's going to set up 2nd and 1. So that time goes to Court Gonzalez. .22, 2nd and 1 after the swing pass to Court Gonzalez. Here's the carry this time from Mascaro. And it's going to be a first down. Only needed 2. He gets 3. As Ruger Mascaro gets a first down for the Warriors. You got to wonder now, the backup quarterback in, what's the offense going to be look like? Talking with head coach John Scott. Worland is probably one of the best high school RPO teams in the state. Not going to do much. They're going to line up in the pistol. 2 receivers to the bottom of your screen for a visual audience. Gonzalez in motion. Here's the snap. Clark going to pass it backwards. It's going to be to Gonzalez, and Pasquinelli is going to get there to begin the tackle. It's going to be a gain of 6. So Clark actually count that as a rush by Court Gonzalez, as that was backwards. But the Warriors right now moving the football. Only had to face 1 third down so far in this one. It's going to be 2nd and 4 now. Taking a look, Lyman right now leads 15-9. Not sure exactly what set it's in, but we'll give you guys an update as Clark going to hand this off to Mascaro. And it's going to be a gain of 1 on the play. It's going to set up a 3rd and 3 now. So take a look at your screen. The quarter is pink today. Again, it's pink night here at Lander Valley for volleyball and football. Tigers are wearing pink decals on their helmets. 8:43 and counting. It's going to set up right now a 3rd and 2 at the Tiger 47. Pistol set again, receivers. 1 receiver each side. Mascaro with the carry. He's going to get a first. Officials are actually going to mark him maybe a yard short. And you got a player down for the Tigers. That was Weaver, but he gets up. And they're going to say 4th down in inches, so a gain of 2, but it's going to be inches. So Warriors, easy call here. You go for it when you have 4th and inches in Lander territory. As Clark will come to the huddle. 8 minutes now to go on your Fremont Therapy scoreboard. As now you got Clark going to the bottom. Duzanis looking like they're going to take the snap. As Duzanis kind of botches the snap, he's going to go straight. He's going to get the first down. Brock Duzanis with a gain of 4 on the carry. Your scoreboard tonight is brought to you by Fremont Therapy in Riverton and Lander. For more than 25 years, Fremont Therapy has been Fremont County's leader in physical and occupational therapy. We are proud to provide experienced clinicians to support our athletes and their families. We wish Fremont County the best of luck this season. Again, Winter and Shoshone battled each other yesterday for the 189-man West. Shoshone comes out 25-14 in that one, as they'll have 1 more week to go. Clark passes to Zanis. Stauffenberg going to be the first there for the tackle, but not before it's a gain of 9. So Clark 3 for 3 to start things off. And it's 2 9-yard completions to Brock Duzanis. Or excuse me, that was Court Gonzalez I hadn't marked, but there we go. So Warriors will hurry it up here. Again, extra man on the line for the Warriors. Clark, hand off here to Mascaro. Goes right up the middle before the Tigers get there and stop it. Maybe a gain of nothing, actually. Second and 9, so they actually give him 1. That's Mascaro already. 5 carries, 14 yards. with 6:33 and counting. This is the opening possession of the football game. The Warriors are approaching 6 minutes of offense. Except this time, instead of Riverton being their own territory, they're in Tiger territory. Here's a deep throw. It's a wide open receiver and drops it, but you're going to have a penalty on the Tigers. As Cale Cheatman was there for the catch, wasn't able to get it. Actually, I got the number wrong. That's Trey Bennett, who was the intended receiver. And it's going to be a penalty on the Tigers. The pass interference on Joel Beaver. And the Warriors get out of that one. That will be the first penalty of the game. It's committed by the Tigers. It is a increment of 15. That's in high school football for Wyoming. It's a 15-yard penalty instead of the spot of the foul. As the Warriors knocking on the door. Here's another deep shot. Brock Duzanis and Brody Moffitt there to break it up. So first incompletion for the Warriors for Carter Clark. He's right now 3 of 4 for 24 yards. And it's going to set up a 2nd and 10 now. As you can check out that replay right there, is just trusting his receiver going for it, but Brody Moffitt gets there and breaks it up. 2nd and 10, 5:58 to go, the 13th play of the drive. Duzanis in motion. He's going to go to the other side. It's going to be a backwards toss. So this will count as a run play as Duzanis makes a move. Then he's going to maybe get back to the original line of scrimmage. Actually, they're going to say a loss of 1. So a loss of 1 on the play. It's going to set up a 3rd and 11 at the 16 of Lander territory. 5:30 and counting on your Fremont Therapy scoreboard. Second time the Warriors have faced a 3rd down on the opening drive. This will be the 14th play as well. Shotgun set. 3 receivers to the top of your screen. As Clark checking the defense. Now get set here. Snap. Fake play action there. Gonzalez with the reception. As Gonzalez is going to break a tackle. He makes a move. He's in for the touchdown. Touchdown Warriors from 16 yards out. As that will be the first touchdown of the ball game on the opening drive, and it goes to the Warriors on a 16-yard pass reception from Clark to Court Gonzalez. And now awaits the PAT from Bennett. Snap, hold, kick is up, it's good, and it's a 7-0 ball game as the Warriors get their opening drive score. Lander will try to respond. We'll step aside. We'll be back after this.
Therapy Group has been a proud supporter of Wyoming athletics for more than 25 years. Locally owned by therapists, Fremont values commitment to professionalism and community. With specialized training and one-on-one service, they get you back to doing what you love. Whether you need rehab for an injury from a sports-certified specialist or therapy from the only certified hand therapist in Fremont County. With 6 locations in western Wyoming, they provide aquatic therapy, dry needling, and women's health therapy. To find out more about Fremont Therapy Group or schedule an appointment, go to fremonttherapy.com.
Gales Carpet Floor and Home is happy to support student athletes in sports across Fremont County. Gales Carpet One Floor and Home has been a Fremont County fixture for decades, specializing in flooring, window coverings, and cabinets, as well as the professional certified installation of those products. Stop into Gales Floor and Home today at 220 East Main Street, Riverton, or see them online at galescarpet1riverton.com. KOVE is proud to support the Lander Tigers.
14-play drive taking over 6 minutes of action leads to a 16-yard touchdown reception from Carter Clark to Court Gonzalez. And it will set up the Lander Tigers now needing to respond on their opening drive, as, again, the Warriors taking quite a bit of time of that first quarter. We're already 4:59 left in the first quarter on your Fremont Therapy scoreboard. As Gabe Harris will be the deep man to return. It will be Trey Bennett, or no, excuse me, it'll be Court Gonzalez to kick it off here, as seeing Court play soccer one time, calling for the Warriors. He's got himself a leg here, as there's the kick. This one going to go to the right side, and then they're going to say touchback and hit the end zone. Harris looked like he was going to grab it to return it, but he'll set up shop for the Tigers at their own 20. As your Palace Pharmacy starting lineup for the offense is going to look like this. On the line, Osborne, Hamilton, Glick, Phillips, and Dollard. Stauffenberg, your quarterback. Beaver, the receiver. Also playing receiver, Evan Stevenson. Pasquinelli, the main back. Weaver and Harris is playing kind of that receiver wing back position. Tigers are going to start up in the shotgun, 2 receivers each side. From their own 20, Stauffenberg going to drop back. They're going to look for a pass on the first play, and Weaver has a lead. He makes the catch. Talk about an opening play right there. Stauffenberg to Matisse Weaver for 29 yards. Well, there's a way to start the ball game for the Tigers, as Matisse Weaver has to kind of make the dive for the catch, and he's able to make it. First down, Tigers at the 49. They're going to go back to that spread set. Stauffenberg in the gun. Hand off to Pasquinelli. Going to try to settle things down, but Pasquinelli's got a hole. He breaks a tackle. And he's going to be finally taken down. Well, there's a way for the Tigers to start off with 2 big plays, and they're at the 33-yard line. As I'm going to try to get a gain on the play right here real quick. So that's a gain of 18 on the carry for Jack Pasquinelli. As the Tigers now going to see Stauffenberg on under center with Beaver and Stevenson on each side. Stauffenberg loses the football. He's going to get on it. He'll just take the knee, though, picks it up. As that'll be a loss of 1, maybe 2. So 2 big plays for the Tigers, and might need to settle down a little bit, as that carry for Pasquinelli was kind of supposed to calm him down, but when you get a carry like that, you'll take it any day of the week. Be 2nd and 11 now after the loss of 1 off the fumble snap there from Stauffenberg, as they went to try to go under center. Now they're going to go shotgun, 2 receivers to the bottom of the screen. Stauffenberg drops back. He's going to roll out to his right. Stauffenberg trying to direct traffic. He's going to take it himself. He's going to get back past the original line of scrimmage, and he's going to be taken down for a gain of 4. So it'll be a 3rd down, 7 to go here for the Lander Tigers, as Jared Anderson going to be, see if we can get him real quick before this upcoming play is. Get him after this play right here. 3:17 to go in quarter number 1. 7-0 on your Fremont Therapy scoreboard. Warriors score on their opening drive on a 16-yard completion from Clark to Court Gonzalez. As Stauffenberg, shotgun set again, takes a snap, going to roll out to his left, steps up, here's the throw, Harris with the catch, and Harris is going to be taken down. That's going to be a gain of, looks to be 15. We'll see where they spot it. Gain of 14, actually. And it's another Tiger first down, as we have an update from the studio. Jared, what's going on?
Hey, Wyatt, thanks very much. Not the start Riverton Wolverine fans were hoping for. Fumble on the first play from scrimmage. Buffalo scored early, scored again in the first quarter. Right now, late first quarter, you get Buffalo on top 12-0. And at the half, number 4, Big Piney leads Wyoming Indian at 36-0 in Ethity. Wyatt, back to you.
Pasquinelli going to take it down for 8 yards. As again, Riverton basically fighting for their playoff hopes in this game against Buffalo. If Lander and Buffalo end up with the same conference record, the advantage will go to Buffalo based on the head-to-head match. And then that puts Tigers at a 3 seed. Again, they got to win this one first. Start things off. Power set for the Tigers. 3-back set. Harris lined up as the main back. It's the toss. Going to go right inside. And touchdown Tigers from 3 yards out. As the Tigers respond on their opening drive. On that doesn't get set up with the 29-yard pass completion from Stauffenberg to Weaver, and then an 18-yard carry by Jack Pasquinelli. As Harris will try to put this through the uprights to tie things up, and he does. It's 7-all with 2:02 to go in the first. We're going to step aside for a 30-second. We'll be back after this timeout. It's Tiger football on the County 10 Sports Network.
Wind River Internet is proud to deliver quality, high-speed internet to businesses and residents across Fremont County. Wind River Internet is the sponsor for the County 10 live stream and sports in our community. Enjoy high-definition broadcasts. Brought to you by Wind River Internet. They also provide reliable phone services that can help you stay in touch with the important people in your life. Experience greater connection today. To get a quote and start enjoying fast, reliable services, call 307-857-2004. That's 857-2004. Or
catch the video stream of this broadcast and previous games this season on County 10's YouTube channel.
We're back here on KOVE 1330 AM, 107.7 FM, streaming online at county10.com. A big thank you to Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care for sponsoring tonight's broadcast. The staff at the clinic in Lander and Riverton want to remind you to not ignore those annual visits, so make your appointment at Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care. Let's stay healthy together, free by county. 2:02 to go. It's a 7-7 ball game. After the Tigers take 7 plays, 75 yards to make it all happen. Actually, I believe that's actually 80 yards. I will redo my math there. As Weaver will most likely kick this. Actually, this one's going to be short, but does get into the end zone. It looks, usually he kicks it out in the back of the end zone, but not this time. Still, Warriors set up at their 20. So the Warriors taking advantage of one penalty, go 14 plays on their opening drive. Clark goes 4 for 5 for 40 yards. Mascaro, 5 for 14 on the ground. Court Gonzalez, 2 receptions for 25 yards. Brock Duzanis, 2 for 15. As the Warriors get set for their second drive of the ball game with 2:02 to go. Clark, handoff to Mascaro. He's going to be right at the line. And maybe get to 1. They're going to give him that stretch there for 1. It'll set up 2nd and 9 to go. As the Warriors have 1 week after this one, all teams got 1 week left, but they have Riverton in that one. Again, if you were here moments ago, Jared Anderson provided a studio update as Riverton right now, not the start they're hoping for, as they're going to try to fight for the 4th seed. 3 receivers set to the near side. Pass here to Gonzalez. Pasquinelli right there. He's going to start things off. Weaver and Harris get there, and it's going to be a loss of yardage. That's still going to count as a run, if I'm not mistaken, because the pass was backwards. So that's going to be a loss of 3 for Court Gonzalez. And it's going to be 3rd and long with under a minute to go. This might be the final play of quarter number 1. 7-all on your Fremont Therapy scoreboard. They're going to go back to that 3-receiver set. Duzanis, the lone receiver to the far side. Clark takes the snap. He's looking for Duzanis. Rolls out to his left. He's looking for a receiver. Can't find anybody. And he's going to continue to scramble. Now he's got a receiver. This is going to be caught. And it's going to be, looks like it's Bennett. And he's got some yardage. There's a flag on the play. 2 penalty flags on the field. It's finally going to be taken down by Velarde. But we'll await the penalty right now, though. We'll be setting it at the 33. That is a huge play on the field. We're going to get you an exact play if this play stands. That's a gain of 49 if the play stands, but everybody walking back. It's on the the Warriors for a block in the back. So all of that effort, and it comes out nothing. It comes out negative yardage. So we'll see how far they take this back. And this is a big penalty. That's going to be a 10-yard penalty for the Warriors, and now it's going to be third and what people like to say a mile. 21 yards to go. And I got the call wrong. It's pass interference on the play. Thanks to Raleigh for the correction there. They're going to be at their 9-yard line for this third down play. Pistol set, 2 receivers. To the left of Clark, Gonzalez in motion. Here's the back. Gonzalez going to look to pass. Here's the throw. This one. Is it going to be caught? It is. So they make that all the way up and more. Give them 25 on the play. So Gonzalez on a little trickeration. So you take a look at that replay. And that will end the quarter as the Warriors convert on a 3rd and 21. We're tied at 7 apiece. We'll step aside for a timeout. We're back after this. It's Tiger Football on the County 10 Sports Network.
We are Maven. We focus on the fundamentals, clean, simple designs with the very best modern materials and technologies. We refuse to compromise our mountain town roots to follow the well-worn path to $1. We choose instead to make game-changing gear and use it in the places and pursuits that inspire us every day. We are Maven, a company focused on the design and creation of innovative products for and by the modern outdoorsman.
Northside Auto Body Shop in Lander is proud to support sports and student athletes for the 22-23 season. Northside Auto Body is a staple in the Lander community and is primarily engaged in automotive body, paint, and interior repair and maintenance. If you hit a deer or have a vehicle accident, Northside will get your repairs handled and accept all forms of insurance. Javi and the crew got you covered at Northside Auto Body Shop, 323 North 2nd Street, Lander. Palace Pharmacy of Lander is Catch Tiger Football all season long, streaming on County 10's YouTube channel.
It's Tiger Football on the County 10 Sports Network, KOVE 1330 AM 107.7 FM. As we begin the second quarter after a 24-yard trickery play, as Clark is going to throw this one out. It's going to be a little too much on the play, as the intended receiver there for the Warriors was Mason Decker. That was the one who caught the play, but it was taken all the way back on a pass interference call. It set up a 3rd and 21, and the trickery play, Gonzalez throws it to Brock Duzanis for the reception. As I will mark him down for that one. It was an incompletion on that first play of the second quarter. It's going to set up now a 2nd and 10 on the play. Spread formation, 3 receivers now to the top of your screen. Clark takes the snap, fakes the toss, he's going to toss this out to Court Gonzalez. He'll be pushed out of bounds. Look out there, Warrior sideline. As it's going to be a little bit short of the first. Let's see where they place this. It's going to be a gain of 7 on the play from Clark to Gonzalez as the Warriors getting the passing game going as they're about to break the century mark on the offensive side. Taking the penalty away, too, as well. I'll have to redo the math. 3rd and 2. As Duzanis now lines up as the quarterback. Here's a toss to Court Gonzalez to try to get around. Stauffenberg going to try to meet him there, but before he gets the first down, Gonzalez gets 4. As that one would be considered a pass as well. This time from Brock Duzanis to Court Gonzalez. That's gain of 4. It's going to set up a Warrior first down, 2 yards from midfield as the clock keeps ticking. Again, keep saying how Worland needs this win. Lander as well needs this win. Here's a handoff down to Morris. Gale gets met by his lineman, and then Harris comes in. Pasquinelli helps, and it's going to be a loss of yardage. Lose 2 on the play for Mascaro. As Pasquinelli gave Harris on the tackle. It's going to set up now a 2nd and 12. Actually, they're going to say a loss of 1, so it's actually 2nd and 11. But either way, that happens because the back runs into the offensive lineman. And now the Warriors, they have now 2 receivers, 1 on each side. Mascaro in the backfield. Clark takes the snap. Fumbles it a little bit. He's got Court Gonzalez. Give him 8 on the play. So they're getting this passing game going for the Warriors. In quarter number 2. In this one, it's going to be a 3rd down, 4 to go for the Warriors. So we have an update from Lander Volleyball in just a moment here. Duzanis in motion, going to be a toss forward. He's going to have the football. Tries to get a first down. He will. Not before he gets 7, though. So Clark gives it to Brock Duzanis. So you would still consider that. You heard that it was maybe a run. It's actually a pass because of the forward toss. As now Brock Duzanis 4 for 47 receptions. And Gonzalez 5 receptions for 44 yards. So only 2 receivers right now to have caught a pass. There was another one moments ago, but Trey Bennett gets called for the penalty. Or excuse me, I miscorrect that. That was Mason Decker who had that big catch on the play, but it goes for negative yards due to the penalty. Spread set, Clark all by himself. Here's the snap. Toss to Gonzalez. As Gonzalez going to be taken down for a gain of 3, and thought I saw some laundry on the field. We do. We'll see what happens here, and it's going to be against the Warriors. And it's going to be holding, so that's a loss of 10. And it will set up now 1st and 20. At the 39. They basically threw that flag from the spot of the line of scrimmage. And they will say, well, they're going to say spotted foul. It's actually a loss, a penalty of 11. 9:06 to go as the Warriors looking to once again take the lead. Clark to Zanis. Offenberg makes the initial hit. Not before, however, they get 6 on the play. Maybe 7. That's a 7-yard completion from Clark to Brock Duzanis. Again, this team likes to keep the defense honest with the pass and run game. I mean, they have more initial passing plays than rushing. As Duzanis once again going to take the snap. You're probably going to see this quite often is, hold up, the Tigers almost jumped there. As Weaver's trying to get after it. Duzanis going to take the snap, going to go right up the middle. Not going to get anything, though. He's going to get maybe 3, though, so it is something. So Duzanis for a 3-yard carry. It's going to set up a 3rd down. And about 11 to go here. Hey, Lander, thanks for tuning in tonight's broadcast of LVHS Sports. Our broadcasts are made possible by great sponsors like Gamble's at 420 Main, right in the middle of town. Shane Gamble's has truckloads of furniture waiting for you, and delivery is free within 30 miles of the store. Again, a huge shout out to Myers Gambles. as this drive taking some time as well. As again, this drive was saved off of a trick play from Court Gonzalez to Brock Duzanis on a 25-yard completion after a penalty. Clark going to take the snap, going to roll out to his left. As that pass is going to be juggled. It's caught, though, by Bennett. And they're going to say it's going to be a gain of 7, but a flag on the play. And if this is against the Tigers, then it's going to be an ineligible man downfield. So that will wipe out the play. And it's going to be a 3rd down still. Which, if you're the Tigers regardless, you're going to want to take that play because that's almost pretty much 4th down territory for the Warriors. So that's just going to be a loss of 5 on the play. It's going to set up a 3rd and 15 actually. 7:16 to go on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard. Wouldn't be surprised if it's another pass play for the Warriors. Clark takes the snap, drops back. Here's a big throw for Brock. Joel Beavers, there's intercepted by Stauffenberg. And Stauffenberg trips a little bit, but he's going to have a chance to return this a little bit. He's going to slide down. Safe choice right there. As it's an interception from Brennan Stauffenberg. And it sets up the Tigers with an opportunity to take the lead. Do we got a replay on that one? We'll find out here in just a moment. But that's a huge play by the Tigers. As the Warriors take 12 plays. And a timeout taken by the Tigers. We'll take one as well. We're going to be back here. It's Tiger football on the County 10 Sports Network.
We are Maven. We focus on the fundamentals, clean, simple designs with the very best modern materials and technologies. We refuse to compromise our mountain town roots to follow the well-worn path to $1. We choose instead to make game-changing gear and use it in the places and pursuits that inspire us every day. We are Maven, a company focused on the design and creation of innovative products for and by the modern outdoorsman.
Northside Auto Body Shop in Lander is proud to support sports and student athletes for the 22-23 season. Northside Auto Body is a staple in the Lander community and is primarily engaged in automotive body, paint, and interior repair and maintenance. If you hit a deer or have a vehicle accident, Northside will get your repairs handled and accept all forms of insurance. Javi and the crew got you covered at Northside Auto Body Shop, 323 North 2nd Street, Lander. Catch the video stream of this broadcast and previous games this season on County 10's YouTube channel.
Stauffenberg going to hand this off to Pasquinelli. Goes right up the middle, not before getting a gain of maybe 1. As the Tigers make a turnover by Brennan Stauffenberg interception to cause a turnover. The Tigers now have an opportunity to take the lead for the first time today with 6:34 to go. This is their second drive of the ball game, and we're in the second quarter with under 6:30 to go. Under center, Stauffenberg, Pasquinelli in the backfield. He's going to take the handoff and go to his right side. He breaks the tackle. Pasquinelli at the 45, at the 50, and Pasquinelli is going to be taken down at the 46 after gets tackle on his legs, makes a move, but not before he gets 24 yards on the carry. Take a look at that play by Pasquinelli as you get the replay right there. And they're going to have to tell Pasquinelli to come off as he was getting up a little wonky, I guess. He's saying he's walking a little weird as trainer Adam Simon comes on the field to help Pasquinelli. Gotta wonder now what the talks are. As Pasquinelli looked like it was his foot, but now he's talking with Adam Simon. But the Tigers right now have a first down after that 24-yard carry. Stauffenberg Fakes the handoff to Weaver. He's going to take it himself. Tries to make a move, but he's going to be met right at the 45-yard line. So a gain of 1 for Stauffenberg on the read option.
On the tackle for the Warriors.
5:38 in counting now. As Tiger football brought to you by Wyoming Catholic College, sponsoring an academic spotlight every game. The college salutes the students and staff at LVHS and wants to wish them well this school year. As Pasquinelli remains on the sideline for a moment. Pasquinelli 4 carries for 51 yards. That's an average of 12, almost 13 yards a carry. Shotgun set, 3 receivers to the far side. Stauffenberg going to drop back. Quick pass here to Evan Stevenson, and they're going to say it's a catch at the 35 and a first down after a gain of 10. As Evan Stevenson, who's had himself a couple weeks of football, gets the catch in overtime in the touchdown. Gets, I believe, 2 touchdowns last week. I'll have to double check that. But he's having himself a couple nice games here lately. 4:50 and counting as Stauffenberg back in the shotgun set. Drops back. They're going to set the screen. Here it's almost intercepted by Daniel Lopez as he was right there for it. That could have been a disaster for the Tigers. But it's an incompletion. First one for Stauffenberg today. And it's going to set up a 2nd and 10 at their, the Worland 35. As again, Batiste Weaver going to be the back man. As Stauffenberg, draw play here to Weaver, and a flag on the play immediately. And that flag got thrown as soon as the ball snapped. You wonder if that would be a dead ball foul, but now we'll see what the officials say. We'll see who this is against. And Worland is now have received a sideline warning. So it's not a penalty, it's a warning now. So nothing really changes besides the draw play goes for nothing. 3rd and 10 now. And this could be in Weaver's field range of field goal. 3 receivers set. Stevenson all by himself. Stauffenberg drops back, looking for Evan Stevenson. He's got his man beat. Touchdown Tigers! From 35 yards out. And the Tigers have just taken the lead off a 35-yard passing completion from Brennan Stauffenberg to Evan Stevenson. So we got the replay right here for you guys. As that is just perfectly thrown. Stevenson beats his man, and the Tigers take a 13-7 lead away in the PAT. As you got Velarde now having come out last second. That was a heck of a throw by Stauffenberg. It was a heck of a play by Stevenson to beat his man. With 4:11 to go. As Batiste Weaver will put it up, and we have a new lead change. The Tigers take this one. It's 14-7. We'll be back after this on the County 10 Sports Network.
Wind River Internet is proud to deliver quality, high-speed internet to businesses and residents across Fremont County. Wind River Internet is the sponsor for the County 10 live stream and sports in our community. Enjoy high-definition broadcasts. Brought to you by Wind River Internet. They also provide reliable phone services that can help you stay in touch with the important people in your life. Experience greater connection today. To get a quote and start enjoying fast, reliable services, call 307-857-2004. That's 857-2004. Or windriverinternet.com.
Catch Lander Tiger football all season long on KOVE 1330 AM, 107.7 FM, and streaming video on County 10's YouTube channel.
Back here on KOVE 1330 AM, 107.7 FM, and streaming online at county10.com. As Pasquinelli's big 24-yard gain leads to a 35-yard touchdown pass from Brennan Stauffenberg to Evan Stevenson. And the Tigers lead this one now 14-7 with 4:11 to go on your Fremont Therapy scoreboard. as Weaver will get set to kick this one off. As you hear the band, and this one's going to be a little short. This is a return for Brock Duzanis. Gets it at his own 3. He's going to take it up the middle. Now makes a move. He's going to be tackled at about the 23. It'll set up shop actually at the 24. So the Warriors get something going on that last drive, but it's a Stauffenberg interception that causes the turnover and a score. 4:04 now to go, as Worland will now need a respawn here on this drive, as it's 1st and 10 at the 24. As the Warriors have run 26 total plays in this game so far. Spread formation, 3 receivers to the bottom of the screen for the Warriors, as Clark will hand this off to Mascaro, as Mascaro will get maybe 4 on the carry, as that will be his 2nd carry of the ball game. The quarter. He has 8 carries for 18 yards. As the clock continues here. As that is a view from the east. We'll probably be able to show you guys that here in a little bit with 3:36 and counting. Fremont Therapy scoreboard shows 14-7 in favor of the Tigers. Listening on KOVE 1330 AM 107.7 FM and streaming video on the County 10 YouTube and Facebook page. Clark will take the snap, roll out to his right. He's going to throw it for Court Gonzalez. He's going to have the first down. Tries to make a move, but it's a tackle there by Stauffenberg. Get maybe 8. Actually, give him 9 on the completion from Clark to Gonzalez. As the clock continues to go, the Warriors do take their time on things. As Clark looking for Gonzalez. Now he's going to roll out to his right. He's going to just scramble for the yardage. He's going to get 2.
Clark with a short gain out of bounds, gain of 1.
We're going to say actually a gain of 1 on the play. It'll be 3rd down, but the clock does stop with 2:55 to go. A gain of 1 on the play for Clark. As again, peak night here in Lander, Wyoming. Volleyball had their peak night. They unfortunately fell to Wyman today in a conference match. The Lady Tigers now sit 1-3 in conference play. Still a couple games left for them. CWC leads the first set, they're up 1 set as Clark gonna look to scramble again. He gets out of bounds once again, stops the clock though, but before he gets a gain of 2 on the play. He's gonna set up now a 3rd and 7. .248 to go. At the Worland 40, again, the clock has stopped on the play. Go Lander! 14-7, 3rd down and 7. Tigers looking for another stop here. 3 receivers to the top of your screen. With a back man in the backfield. Clark looks for throwing in the middle, and Gonzalez with the catch. From the 40-yard line, they're going to spot the football at the 38. That's a reception of 22. As the Warriors are going to let the clock run, they do go on a quick huddle. With 2:27 to go, clock continues to go after a 22-yard reception. Pass once again to Gonzalez, but he loses the football. They're going to say incomplete, though.
Clark with the incompletion, targeting Gonzalez on the plane.
As the clock once again stops, but Warriors are in Tiger territory. You got to wonder if Gonzalez is your kicker, what is his range? As the clock once again stopped with 2:20 to go, it's 14-7 on your Fremont Therapy scoreboard. As the Warriors, again, their passing game working out for them as Clark has now hit the century mark with 10 for 14. Clark takes the snap. He's going to look out to his right. Clark now going to roll out to his right, looking for somebody. Now makes the throw. He's going to throw it in the ground. It's going to be an incompletion. And it's going to be 3rd down and 10. Again, the clock stops because of the incompletion pass with 2:12 to go. Again, huge shout out to Christian Corona, Riley Bouillon, and Daniel Cox hanging out today, learning some stuff for the behind the scenes of the production. With 2:12 to go. As now we got a timeout taken by Worland. We're going to take one as well. It's 14-7 in favor of the Tigers. We'll be back after this.
Wind River Internet is proud to deliver quality, high-speed internet to businesses and residents across Fremont County. Wind River Internet is the sponsor for the County 10 live stream and sports in our community. Enjoy high-definition broadcasts. Brought to you by Wind River Internet. They also provide reliable phone services that can help you stay in touch with the important people in your life. Experience greater connection today. To get a quote and start enjoying fast, reliable services, call 307-857-2004. That's 857-2004. Or
back here on KOVE 1330 AM, 1077 FM, and streaming online at county10.com. Update from the studio, Jared. What's happening?
All right, Wyatt, thank you. It's not gotten any better for Riverton fans. Buffalo on top of them, 26-0 now, just a couple minutes left before halftime. Elsewhere in 3A football at the half, Jackson leads number 5 Powell 17-6. First quarter score has Star Valley on top of Green River 6-0. Into the first quarter, number 3 Douglas up 15-8 on the Rollins Outlaws. You got Evanston at number 1 Cody ready to kick off here in a few minutes. Wyatt, back to you and Lander.
Thanks, Jared, as it's going to be Gonzalez with the reception, and he's going to get maybe 5. They're going to say a gain of 5 on the reception from Carter Clark to Court Gonzalez, as Gonzalez is having himself a first half. 8 receptions, 80 yards. As Brock Duzanis, the other receiver of the day, 5 receptions for 54 yards. Going to be 4th down and 4 as the Warriors are going to elect to go for it. Again, the Tigers received the football in the second half. 3 receivers set. Fake swing pass for Clark. Clark now scrambling. Tigers trying to pursuit. You got a rusher right there. There's a block as Clark is going to be short. It's a penalty regardless, and this is going to go against the Warriors as Clark couldn't find anybody. That was tremendous coverage by the Tigers. So now, if you're the Tigers, blindside block, the penalty, it's still a turnover. They're going to decline, obviously. You just take the football. You got 1:54 to go. The pace that you've been going in this game is a no-brainer. As the Warriors go another 12 plays and come up with nothing. As the Tigers have ran 15 total plays, the Warriors have run 34. But the Tigers are right now leading the major statistical category. That's the scoreboard. 14-7, 1:54 to go. 3 receivers set to the bottom of your screen. Stoffenberg going to just take it himself, go to the left side and go out of bounds, get maybe 4. We'll see where they spot the football. They're going to actually give them a gain of 5 on the play. Is that 15-8 score, if I'm not mistaken, with Jared from the studio? A little surprising so far on that one. Again, Douglas clinches the 3A East with a win and a Lander loss. So you can probably be sure Douglas is rooting for Worland, especially in this one. to have the number 1 seed. But Lander want to give themselves a chance. As Stauffenberg will take the snap. Drops back. He's got 4 receivers. He's going to step up. He's going to break 1 tackle. Stauffenberg with the throw and just overthrows Gabe Harris. That was the intended receiver, but just wasn't able to get it. And it's going to set up a 3rd down, 6 to go. So that first play of the drive was actually a 4-yard carry by Stauffenberg. It's now 3rd and 6 at the Tiger 38. The Tigers in their black uniforms, black pants, with the black helmet and the pink decals. Worland Warriors in their white uniforms with the black bottoms, black helmet with the silver arrow. Changed that a couple years ago, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Stauffenberg drops back. Pass here to Stevenson. And Stevenson's going to try to make a play. They're going to be short. It's a gain of 4, and what do the Tigers do here on a 4th and 1? It's actually a gain of 5. As the Tigers are just going to elect to punt this one away as the clock continues. As the Warriors, they have 1 timeout, and it's going to be a Lander timeout, so they're probably maybe reconsidering their choice right here. We're going to step aside for a 30-second. Back after this, it's Tiger Football on the County 10 Sports Network.
Porter's Supply Company in Riverton is proud to sponsor sports and student athletes here in Fremont County. Start your game day off right with the Porter's pregame show and get ready for action. Porter's has everything you need to heat your home this winter with the best selection of wood, gas, or pellet stoves. Good luck to all Fremont County teams from Porter's Supply Company. See Porter's Supply on North Federal in Riverton and online at portersmvs.com.
RE/MAX All-Star Realtors are proud to...
Your home for the Tigers all season long is KOVE 1330 AM and 107.7 FM.
Tigers lead this one 14-7, but a timeout taken by the Tigers, so you got to wonder if the Tigers are reconsidering their choice here in this one, as Tigers are going to go for this. Velarde now in the game, and we got a timeout by Worland now. So, got timeout after timeout. We'll just keep it right here for you guys. Tigers, thank Bailey Tire and Auto for sponsoring tonight's broadcast. Bailey Tire and Auto in Riverton and Lander has a huge selection of every kind of tire you can think of. Check them out and stick around for the Bailey Tire and Auto post-game show. County 10 Kickoff Show is a great way to start your sports weekend, covering all Fremont County athletics. It airs live on KOVE after the information block around 5:20 every Friday. The County 10 Kickoff Show, a great way to start your Fremont County sports weekend. So Tigers take the timeout first, and then Worland takes the timeout because the clock was going, and when you're in a situation like that, you're thinking the Tigers would go for it. So now are the Tigers reconsidering their choice to go for it this time? We'll find out, though, as the Tigers right now lead this one 14-7 on your Fremont Therapy scoreboard with 1:12 to go. Tigers right now have the football at the 43-yard line. If they elect to go for this, they're going to line up in that 3-back power set. As once again, the Tigers are going to go for this. It's 4th and inches. Stauffenberg under center. And now you got a jump by Worland. It's a first down, Tigers. As the Warriors make a costly penalty, and the Tigers' drive remains alive with 72 seconds now to go. And now the Tigers set shop at the 48-yard line. And now could be a little bit more flexible with your play calling. Tigers have 1 timeout left. As now Stauffenberg going to line up in the shotgun, 2 receivers to the far side. Velarde there as a blocker. Stauffenberg drops, looks. He's got Gabe Harris, but it's going to be thrown out of bounds. So just was running out of time on the play. That only takes about 7 seconds off. So we are in the first half, quarter number 2 with 1:05 to go. It's only second down and 10. Warriors jump off sides on a 4th and basically inches. As John Scott once again on the field today for the Lander Tigers sideline. Worland Warriors 3-3 on the year. Tigers 4-2. In week 7 of Class 3A football. Stauffenberg drops back, fakes the pass. Stauffenberg looking now. He's going to look and just throw it on the ground for the intended receiver, Evan Stevenson. Stauffenberg now 5 for 8 for 10 yards. Or excuse me, I got that completely wrong. 5 for 9 for 93 yards. And the clock now stops with 59 seconds to go, and that's the thing. You're going to give Worland the football back, give them as little time as possible. Worland did go for it on 4th down on the last drive. And Pasquinelli remains on the bench. Stauffenberg drops back, gets a little bit of protection. Now he's got to find somebody. Matisse Weaver! Whoa, what a catch there! As Matisse Weaver makes the catch before he juggled it before he caught it. And the Tigers now with a first down. The clock stops, a gain of 23 on the reception. As Matisse Weaver's now got a 29-yard reception and a 23-yard reception. 2 receptions for 52 yards. Stauffenberg passes the century mark with 116 total yards passing, 6 for 10 on the day. 52 seconds to go now. As the Tigers are have an opportunity to maybe, if they can't get in, they can maybe put 3, and now you got a flag on the play. Multiple flags on the backfield, and it's going to be 5 yards on the Tigers on the false start. It'll be 1st and 15 for the Tigers now at the 35. So it's actually a gain of 24 on that play before. Again, 52 seconds. The clock did stop because Matisse Weaver got out of bounds. It's kind of, you look downfield before you make the reception. Stauffenberg, 3 receivers to the far side, takes the snap. Swing pass here to Matisse Weaver, now going to cut infield. He breaks 1 tackle. Matisse Weaver going to continue to go. He's going to get down to about the 21-yard line. Give him a gain of 19. As you're shy of the first down, and Tigers are in hurry-up mode. 30 seconds to go. Clock continues to go. Now you got 2 receivers. Stauffenberg takes the snap, drops back, gonna pass it out here to Matisse Weaver again, as Weaver's gonna be tackled, and the clock did stop because of the first down. Trying to see where they spot this football. It was at the 21. Now it is at the 14. So a gain of 7. It was a first down. Stauffenberg drops. Looks to his left. Now rolls right. Here's the throw. This one's just going to go out of bounds with 5 seconds to go. So now what do you do if you're the Tigers? You look for the 3. Make this a 10-point game and a 2-possession game. And that's what the Tigers are going to elect to do there. With 5 seconds to go, this will be a 31-yard field goal attempt here from the right hash. Weaver with Stauffenberg to hold. Harris on the snap. The kick is up. And the kick is good. With 1 second to go, Matisse Weaver puts up a 31-yard field goal attempt there to make it good. And now the Tigers lead by 10. As we are going to step aside for a 30-second, we'll be back after this on KOVE 1330 AM 107.7 FM, streaming online at county10.com.
Therapy Group has been a proud supporter of Wyoming athletics for more than 25 years. Locally owned by therapists, Fremont values commitment to professionalism and community. With specialized training and one-on-one service, they get you back to doing what you love. Whether you need rehab for an injury from a sports-certified specialist or therapy from the only certified hand therapist in Fremont County. With 6 locations in Western Wyoming, they provide aquatic therapy, dry needling, and women's health therapy. To find out more,
Your place for the Tigers. KOVE Radio and County 10's YouTube channel.
KOVE 1330 AM 1077 FM in Lander, Wyoming, as the Tigers notch a 31-yard field goal attempt, and it's now a 17-7 ball game with 1 second to go. So we will see what you do here, as you got 4 on one side, you got 5 on the other. With 1 second, you could squib kick this and basically end the half on a recovery. Boy, Worland can fall on in, set up one prayer of a play. Weaver from his 30. We'll see where they put this. And they're going to just squib kick this. It's going to be caught, and Worland's going to drop, but that is going to end the half. It's the Tigers 17, Worland 7. We're going to give you guys some first half stats and a lot more after this timeout. It's Tiger football on the County 10 Sports Network.
We are Maven. We focus on the fundamentals. Clean, simple designs with the very best modern materials and technologies. We refuse to compromise our mountain town roots to follow the well-worn path to $1. We choose instead to make game-changing gear and use it in the places and pursuits that inspire us every day. We are Maven, a company focused on the design and creation of innovative products for and by the modern outdoorsman.
Northside Auto Body Shop in Lander is proud to support sports and student athletes for the 22-23 season. Northside Auto Body is a staple in the Lander community and is primarily engaged in automotive body, paint, and interior repair and maintenance. If you hit a deer or have a vehicle accident, Northside will get your repairs handled and accept all forms of insurance. Javi and the crew got you covered at Northside Auto Body Shop, 323 North 2nd Street, Lander. Palace Pharmacy of Lander is proud to be this year's starting lineup sponsor and supports athletics all across Fremont County. Palace Pharmacy in Lander is locally owned and locally loved. Palace Pharmacy combines high-quality products with personalized care. They strive to help you reach your health and wellness goals. Stop into Palace Pharmacy, 1255 Main Street, Lander, or see them online at palacepharmacywy.com. Perfect Power is a proud supporter of athletics and student athletes all across Fremont County. Perfect Power provides services for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. Darren Hubble, owner and master electrician, has over 30 years of electrical experience. Darren's trustworthy team of professionals can get the job done right. Perfect Power, serving Fremont County and surrounding areas. Stop into 1320 West Main Street, Lander, or give them a call at 307-332-7184. Catch Tiger football all season long, streaming on County 10's YouTube channel.
Big shout out to Amaya Eddy for the first place finish at the 3A West Cross Country meet yesterday at the Lander Golf Course. So a huge shout out, congratulations to Amaya Eddy. You can check out the full cross country results now available at county10.com, written by Randy Tucker. Shoshone and Wind River highlights as well, also on County 10's YouTube and Facebook page. However you may be tuning in, KOVE 1330 AM 1077 FM, and streaming online on our County 10 YouTube and Facebook pages. Is currently right now 33-7 at half in favor of Buffalo over Riverton. That's the halftime intermission. And here, of course, it's 17-7 in favor of the Lander Tigers, as they're continuing to potentially have an opportunity next week at Douglas for the 3A East title. Again, there's some ways you got to win and get that one seed if you're Lander. There's a kind of a point differential tiebreaker, as they used to. Used to be a coin toss at the cross-country state meet, but now there's a new tiebreaker in the point differential, and if you're Lander, you probably don't want to be in that kind of scenario, as well. As we got about 11 minutes to go in the halftime intermission here. It's 17-7. Let's see how your two teams are here at this point. We will start with the Worland Warriors, who received the football to start the first half. It's right now Carter Clark, 11 for 16 for 105 yards. I am actually missing 2 receptions, I believe. I will make sure I get the stats up to date here as well. But the Warriors would drive down on their first play in 14 plays, and it would cap off on a 16-yard reception from Clark to Court Gonzalez, as that would be the only score for the Warriors so far in this one. And for the Lander Tigers, they have scored 3 times. They have taken 24 plays to score all 3 of them as well. Brennan Stauffenberg right now 8 of 13 on the day. He's got over 100 yards, and to be exact, 143 yards. Jack Pasquinelli, 4 rushes for 51 yards. Matisse Weaver, 1 for 0. Gabe Harris, 1 for 3. Brennan Stauffenberg, 4 for 8. On the reception side, Gabe Harris, 1 for 14. Matisse Weaver, 4 for 79. And then you got Evan Stevenson, 3 of 50, as well. As the Tigers on their first possession would go 7 plays. They would take the football all the way down from their 22 the end zone. They'd be capped off on a 3-yard touchdown, but before that, on the first play, 29-yard pass from Stauffenberg to Weaver, and then an 18-yard rush by Jack Pasquinelli to lead to that 3-yard rushing score on that drive. The Tigers would then score on a 35-yard touchdown pass from Brennan Stauffenberg to Evan Stevenson. That would be set up after a 24-yard rush by Jack Pasquinelli. As well as, if you're watching video, you're about to see the band perform. Actually, they're performing right now, as well as we got under 10 minutes to go. Then the Tigers on that final possession of the first half would be capped off on a 31-yard field goal from Matisse Weaver from the right hash. That is how your score right now sits, with a 17-7 ball game, as we will have second half action for you guys and lots more here on KOVE 1330 AM 107.7 FM and streaming online at county10.com.
The Lander community supports the Lander Valley High School Tigers, and Altitude Interiors on Main Street is no exception. Altitude Interiors is Lander's expert in flooring, window coverings, cabinets, and more. The inside of your home is like a team jersey. Every so often, you just need a redesign. The team at Altitude has the best playbook in town and can help you with your projects from start to finish and make sure you get the look and feel of your dreams. Altitude Interiors supports Tiger football, and they're here for you too at 333 Main in Lander.
Tires, and more tires. Bailey Tire and Auto Service offers a huge selection, great prices, and fantastic service.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, this is Haley. With over 13,000 tires to choose, Bailey has tires for your ATV, farm implement, car, truck, trailer, semi, lawnmower, wheelbarrow, you name it. If it has a tire, Bailey Tire and Auto Service can fix it or replace it. Bailey Tire and Auto Service is your one-stop complete tire and service shop. Just remember, with Bailey's, there's no tricks, just tires.
Baldwin Creek Rental Service in Lander is a proud supporter of sports and athletics here in Fremont County. Baldwin Creek Rental Center understands how expensive specific equipment can be, especially if it is for a one-time use or event. That is why they offer tools, equipment, and party supply rentals. For many years, Baldwin Creek has provided services to clients in Lander and the surrounding areas. From lawn and garden projects to graduation parties, they have the right equipment for you. Baldwin Creek Rental Centers, 675 Baldwin Creek Road in Lander.
Keep it local. Try it on, save time and money on returns, and get advice in person at Bells & Bows. Our business is your best local source for quality clothing like Liverpool and keeping your look fresh every month with our new collections bag. These monthly collections bags feature anything you can imagine yourself in, and the best part is we will ship it everywhere. But if you live locally, we can drop it off right at your doorstep. Bells & Bows, your local solution to keeping you looking stylish for anything that comes your way. Stop in today at 309 East Main Street in Riverton or visit us online at bellsandbows.rocks.
It's Tiger football on the County 10 Sports Network, KOVE 1330 AM 107.7 FM, and streaming online at county10.com. However you may be tuning in, again, we thank you for tuning into this broadcast of Tiger football. As taking a look at some of the scores from around the state, we'll start in Class 4A as Sheridan leads number 3 Natrona 21-6. A top 5 matchup, Sheridan versus Natrona. At halftime, quarter number 2, it is 54-0. Cheyenne East leads over Cheyenne South. That's only the second quarter. Also in the second quarter, Cheyenne Central leads Campbell County 28-10, and then also Thunder Basin leads Kelly Walsh 21-6. Halftime in Laramie, Rock Springs leads that one 14-7. Douglas leads Rawlins right now 29-8 in their matchup, as Douglas again is rooting for Worland in this contest. If you are a Douglas fan or a Worland fan, you keep your chances alive. Again, Worland won't be out. No team is out regardless of the results tonight. So whatever happens, happens, and it will come down to seeding next week as well. And some scores in Class 3A. Buffalo leads Riverton at halftime 33-7. It's first quarter in Cody. Evanston, no score in that one. But third quarter, Jackson leads Powell 17-6. Cody is rooting for a Jackson win. If Cody wins, Jackson wins. Cody has the number 1 seed out of the West, and so Cody would have pretty much home field advantage throughout the playoffs. In a big game in Class 2A, number 4 Bighorn leads Tongue River 14-0 as Cokeville. That is a final 14-0. So Bighorn defeats Tongue River as Cokeville defeated Thermopolis earlier today 49-0. Halftime Level leads 21-6. Level win gives them the number 1 seed in the 2A West. In halftime in Torrington leads Upton Sundance 7-0. First quarter for Burns and Wheatland. First quarter for Newcastle and Glenrock. No scores yet. Big Piney defeated Wyoming Indian 58-12 earlier today, as that is the only Fremont County 1A 9-man contest out here in Fremont County. That game again took place here in Fremont County today. Wind River and Shoshone played yesterday. And that was a fun game. 25-14 the score. Wind River lead halftime 14-12. Shoshone capitalizes on turnovers. If you missed the report from Jared Anderson on that one, again, a huge thank you to Jared Anderson for all the studio updates he provides throughout the broadcast and throughout the season. Final score in an out-of-state game, Lyman defeats Rich County, Utah 6-0 as the number 3 team in Class 2A, I believe that's, if I'm not mistaken. And tomorrow, DuBois matches up with Hannah Elk Mountain at noon. That'll be DuBois' final conference game, as DuBois is the number 2 seed out of the South. So they are just awaiting who their first round opponent is. They know they know where they've been for most of the season. It's just now, who do you play in the first round? Burlington right now sitting in the number 1 spot in the North. As just looking at some other games around the state. Nope, that is all the games for Fremont County and a lot more. We're going to step aside for a timeout. When we come back, we'll have the second half. Well, this is Lander Football on the County 10 Sports Network.
Wind River Internet is proud to deliver quality, high-speed internet to businesses and residents across Fremont County. Wind River Internet is the sponsor for the County 10 live stream and sports in our community. Enjoy high-definition broadcasts. Brought to you by Wind River Internet. They also provide reliable phone services that can help you stay in touch with the important people in your life. Experience greater connection today. To get a quote and start enjoying fast, reliable services, call 307-857-2004. That's 857-2004. Or windriverinternet.com.
Back when I was riding in rodeos, I always made sure I was locked in, good and tight. Now as a touring musician, crisscrossing the country, I still make sure I'm locked in, good and tight. Of course I do.
Heading south.
Porter's Supply Company in Riverton is proud to sponsor sports and student athletes here in Fremont County. Start your game day off right with the Porter's pregame show and get ready for action. Porter's has everything you need to heat your home this winter with the best selection of wood, gas, or pellet stoves. Good luck to all Fremont County teams from Porter's Supply Company. See Porter's Supply on North Federal in Riverton and online at portersmvs.com.
RE/MAX All-Star Realtors are proud to sponsor sports across Fremont County for the 22-23 season. RE/MAX All-Star Realtors was founded in 1991 with the goal of doing real estate in a way that would make our clients' lives as easy and uninterrupted as possible. They've completed many transactions involving residential, commercial, vacant lots, farm and ranch, and investment properties, and can help you with any goal you might have regarding any of these today. RE/MAX All-Star Realtors, 938 West Main Street, Riverton. See them online at remaxriverton.com.
It's more than clocking in or collecting a paycheck. We are a network of caring professionals who want to be here, dedicated to serving our communities. We are Sage West Healthcare, our 2 campus hospitals in Riverton and Lander. We take pride in our region, our people, and our communities. Located in beautiful central Wyoming, filled with natural recreation in our own backyard. We are neighbors caring for neighbors, a community caring for its own. We are Sage West. We are recruiting the best, like you.
It's time to welcome Sutherland's Home and Garden Fall Catalog. It's full of hundreds of deals to help you save, including special fall buys, ideas, how-tos, and more. Win big. Sign up in-store for your chance to win a $5,000 Sutherland's shopping spree. See store for details. Get up to 24 months special financing with your Sutherland's credit card. See store for details. Sutherland's Fall Catalog is full of can't-miss deals. Stop by the store and pick one up today, or check it out online at Sutherlands.com. Sutherland's, your fall home improvement store.
Catch Tiger football all season long, streaming on County 10's YouTube channel.
Back here on KOVE 1330 AM 1077 FM, streaming online at county10.com, video on our YouTube and Facebook page. However you may be tuning in, again, a huge thank you for you tuning into this broadcast as the Tigers lead this one 17-7 at halftime. They are looking for a win to force a big game next week. And again, Douglas could lock the number 1 seed with a win and a Tiger loss, as Worland just keeping their chances to play in the postseason alive. The Tigers are theoretically still not in. They haven't clinched this spot, but a win helps them out tonight for sure. But again, you got to win the first game first before you think about next week. As well as we have about under 2 minutes to go. We're going to take one more final timeout, and we'll have the second half action of football as you're listening to Tiger Football on KOVE.
We are Maven. We focus on the fundamentals, clean, simple designs with the very best modern materials and technologies. We refuse to compromise our mountain town roots to follow the well-worn path to $1. We choose instead to make game-changing gear and use it in the places and pursuits that inspire us every day. We are Maven, a company focused on the design and creation of innovative products for and by the modern outdoorsman.
Northside Auto Body Shop in Lander is proud to support sports and student athletes for the 22-23 season. Northside Auto Body is a staple in the Lander community and is primarily engaged in automotive body, paint, and interior repair and maintenance. If you hit a deer or have a vehicle accident, Northside will get your repairs handled and accept all forms of insurance. Hobby and the crew got you covered at Northside Auto Body Shop, 323 North 2nd Street, Lander. Palace Pharmacy of Lander is proud to be this year's starting lineup sponsor and supports athletics all across Fremont County. Palace Pharmacy in Lander is locally owned and locally loved. Palace Pharmacy combines high-quality products with personalized care. They strive to help you reach your health and wellness goals. Stop into Palace Pharmacy, 1255 Main Street, Lander, or see them online at palacepharmacywy.com. Perfect Power is a proud supporter of athletics and student athletes all across Fremont County. Perfect Power provides services for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. Darren Hubble, owner and master electrician, has over 30 years of electrical experience. Darren's trustworthy team of professionals can get the job done right. Perfect Power, serving Fremont County and surrounding areas. Stop into 1320 West Main Street, Lander, or give them a call at 307-332-7184. Your home for the Tigers all season long is KOVE 1330 AM and 107.7 FM.
Back here on KOVE 1330 AM, 107.7 FM, streaming online and video on the County 10 YouTube and Facebook pages. Looking through my Maven binoculars, Court Gonzalez will be kicking it off here. Lander will receive the football to start the second half, so they'll have an opportunity to, if they want, tack on some more points, as Gabe Harris and his own end zone for this one, as 12 minutes are back on the clock, and we are underway in half number 2. This one's going to be way short, as they're going to let this one maybe go out. No, Gabe Harris is going to try to do this. He's going to go to the other side, tries to make a move, and the Tigers, instead of starting at their own 20, are going to have to go 90 yards for a score. So first half saw Brennan Stauffenberg 8 of 13 for 143 yards, as Gabe Harris 1 of 14 on the day receiving. Matisse Weaver 4 receptions for 79 yards. Evan Stevenson 3 of 15. Joel Beaver looking for his first opportunity at a reception. And the Tigers have only ran 24 plays in this game so far. Stauffenberg going to start under center, one receiver each side. And Stauffenberg going to give it off here to Matisse Weaver, just go right up the middle and give him a gain of 2. So Pasquinelli remains out of the ball game. Still on the sideline. He's suited up and everything, but again, safety of the players is the biggest thing so far. 2nd and 8 now at the 12, as Stauffenberg now goes back into the gun set. Stauffenberg, handoff once again to Matisse Weaver. Got a hole, but closes quickly, and they'll give him another 2 yards. And it's now going to set up a 3rd and 5, so it's actually a gain of 3.
3rd down and 5 on the Tiger 15.
3rd and 5 to go, as again, be sure to tune in to Coffee Time on KOVE 1330 AM 107.7 FM with Vince Tropea. We will talk about a little bit more here in just a moment. Stauffenberg in the shotgun now. It's going to be Stevenson. The bottom of your screen as Gabe Harris right through the arms. As the crowd's looking for a flag, they're not going to get it, and the punt team will come out here. Every Monday, Coffee Time from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. every Monday through Friday. Stay connected with the community through interviews about local news, local events, local art, and locals themselves. Again, that is Coffee Time with Vince Tropea on KOVE. As the Tigers now go 3 and out on their first series of the second half, as Matisse Weaver will punt this one away, as he will punt it from his own 5. As this punt, it's a pretty good punt here. Brock Duzanis kind of picked it up from the ground as Brock Duzanis makes a move, but doesn't matter. Joel Beaver's right there to stop him at the 43, excuse me. As the Warriors will now set up shop. First and 10 for the Warriors on their first series. The Warriors in the first half went 163 yards. Got a total offense, as Carter Clark 11 of 16. I actually believe it is 13 of 16 with the interception as well. And 1 touchdown. Clark in the shotgun set. He'll take the snap. Pass off here to Court Gonzalez. Brody Moffitt going to be the first Tiger there to make the stop. It's going to be a gain of 5 on the play.
Moffitt with the stop for the Tigers.
So Clark continues his passing day for the Warriors, as Court Gonzalez is having himself a receiving day. In the first half, he had 8 receptions for 80 yards. And will be now 2nd and 5, under 10 to go. As the Warriors go in the shotgun set, Gonzalez in motion. It's going to be a toss to Gonzalez. This will be considered a pass play. Gonzalez going to try to get all the way around to the right side. It's going to get maybe a gain of 1.
Gabe Harris on the stop.
As Warriors just kind of taking those little forward tosses.
For the Warriors on the 49-yard line.
And the Warriors will have a 3rd down, 4 to go at the 49-yard line.
All right, Tiger Nation, make some noise.
Big night, final home game potentially here for Lander Valley, looking to get a win to end their home stance in the regular season. Duzanis going to take it himself right up the middle. He's got a hole. He's going to have a 1st down and more. Duzanis breaks free. He's going to have a 51-yard score for the touchdown. As that was just wide open for Brock Duzanis, and he gets in from 51 yards out and a score. It's now 17-13 awaiting the PAT. As you see that replay moments ago, just finds the hole. That's kind of been the Warriors' 3rd down play, as a direct snap to Duzanis, as Gonzalez will put it up. It's blocked! And Gabe Harris makes a play. And now it's a 4-point game, 17-13. Tigers will look to respond back after this on KOVE 1330 AM 107.7 FM.
Fremont Therapy Group has been a proud supporter of Wyoming athletics for more than 25 years. Locally owned by therapists, Fremont values commitment to professionalism and community. With specialized training and one-on-one service, they get you back to doing what you love. Whether you need rehab for an injury from a sports-certified specialist or therapy from the only certified hand therapist in Fremont County. With 6 locations in western Wyoming, they provide aquatic therapy, dry needling, and women's health therapy. To find out more about Fremont Therapy Group or schedule an appointment, go to fremonttherapy.com.
Gales Carpet Floor and Home is happy to support student athletes in sports across Fremont County. Gales Carpet One Floor and Home has been a Fremont County fixture for decades, specializing in flooring, window coverings, and cabinets, as well as the professional, certified installation of those products. Stop into Gales Floor and Home today at 220 East Main Street, Riverton, or see them online at galescarpet1riverton.com. KOVE is proud to support the Lander Tigers.
Brock Duzanis, direct snap, goes 51 yards in basically 3 plays. And it gives the Tigers a 4-point lead and a chance for the Warriors to, if they create a stop, to take the lead in this one. As Gort Gonzalez will tee it up once again. The Tigers went 3 and out. The Warriors go 3 into the house. As Harris back again to receive this, as Gonzalez coming from the right side. This kick high. It's going to be returnable from the 5-yard line. Harris going to try and go up the middle, trying to find some blockers. He does. He's going to get a good return here. He's at the 40. He's at the 45. Tries to make a move, and he's going to be right at midfield. A 45-yard kickoff return. As that is a huge play for the Tigers, and now they don't need 80 yards. They don't need 90 yards. They only need 50. As you see the replay right there, just finds the sweet spot. And the Tigers set up shop at the 50-yard line. 8:50 to go in quarter number 3. Again, Lander sitting in the number 2 spot, as Stauffenberg's going to have a 2-back set in the gun. Rowan is there as well. Matisse Weaver on the carry. He's going to be dropped. Gets a gain of 1 on the play. As Weaver, 1 yard on that play. 2nd down, 9 to go.
That'll bring up 2nd down and 9 on Warrior.
As, again, for folks on the stream and on radio, Askinelli injured early in this ball game. as Matisse Weaver's kind of been the main back. Rowan has come into the game for the Tigers as Harrison motion, fakes the toss. It's going to be a handoff to Rowan. He's going to see some action as Rowan will get maybe 3, give him 3 on the play. And that will be Rowan's first carry of the ball game. He'll have a gain of 3. It's going to set up a 3rd and medium. At the 47, he'll come out of the ball game. Yeah, Stauffenberg awaits the call here. The clock continues to go. 7:40 to go on your Fremont Therapy scoreboard. Again, this live stream possible by Wind River Internet. Big shout out to them. Stauffenberg going to drop back. Here comes the rush for the Warriors. Stauffenberg's going to load one. Sitting right open is Evan Stevenson. Or excuse me, that's Joel Beaver. So highlight right there, it's going to be a 25-yard reception. And it's a Tiger first down. 25 yards to Joel Beaver, and eventually he was going to get himself into the ball game, and there's a way to do it. That applied right there. It's actually a 22-yard reception on the play. Tigers again looking to capitalize and respond on the Worland score. Stauffenberg going to take it to the left side, makes a cut. Give him 4, maybe 3. Gonna say a gain of 4 on the play. 2nd down, 6 to go. Again, Palace Pharmacy in Lander is locally loved and locally owned. Palace Pharmacy combines high-quality products with personalized care. Their knowledgeable staff is happy to help you with any questions they may have. We strive to help reach your health and wellness goals. Stop into Palace Pharmacy, 1255 Main Street, Lander, or see them online at palacepharmacy.com. And Stauffenberg on the 4-yard keeper sets up a 2nd down and 6 to go. 6:10 to go. Stauffenberg going to hand off here to Weaver. He's going to go right up the middle. Goes a little bit off to the right and gets maybe 2. They're going to say a gain of 2. As Weaver just kind of carrying the rock and just slowly but surely racking up the yards. Actually, I have Weaver 5 carries, 8 yards. But just getting the amount of carries in this game so far. 17-13 on your Fremont Therapy scoreboard. It's going to be a 3rd and 5 coming up for the Tigers. And Stauffenberg's going to line up under center. Velarde in the backfield. 2 receivers on each side. Harris in motion. Here's the fake. Stauffenberg throws. Harris caught. As Stauffenberg completes a 13-yard reception to Matisse Weaver, and it sets up a 1st down and goal from the 7. With 5:23 to go as Stauffenberg continues his great passing game of the day. Tigers, one of the best passing offenses in 3A. Harris with the carry. He's going to be tripped up as got his leg grabbed right there. It'll be 2nd down and goal. 5:12 and counting. As the Tigers again with 3-0 on their opening drive, as they're going to go to a 3-back set. Stauffenberg, and look out! As now you got multiple flags coming in. As Stauffenberg pointing, obviously this is going to go against the Warriors. And now you're going to have a discussion as that was Mascaro, the main back for Worland, who just came in and hit Stauffenberg as he was trying to time up a blitz there, it pretty much looked like, as the penalty flag sits at the 10. They're going to say encroachment on the Warriors, so basically 5 free yards. We'll see what they put this, maybe half the distance. So a gain of 4, or a penalty of 4. It must have been at the 8, so either way, the Tigers get closer, and they're now back in the second down. Harris again. Harris going to be stopped back at the line. Maybe gets a gain of 1. As now Mascaro gets into the ball game. 4:46 and counting now.
Third down and 2.
It's going to be 3rd and 2 now. Basically 3rd and goal. With 4:30 to go on your Fremont Therapy scoreboard, Tigers lead by 4, 17-13. And Stauffenberg once again going to line up under center. 3-back set, toss to Harris. He's going to just push his way into the end zone. Touchdown Tigers from 2 yards out. And the Tigers lead this one by 10, 23-13 on your Fremont Therapy scoreboard. We'll see if we have a replay right here. And we do. Again, great job by Christian Corona for the camera duties today. And it's going to be a PAT coming up here by Matisse Weaver as he kicked a 31-yard field goal to pretty much end the half. As the Tigers will look to go up by 11. As here, look out, and then you got another flag on the play. This is going to go against the Warriors. You jump over the center, you probably make contact with him. Regardless, the field goal is going to count, so now I bet you this kickoff, the penalty is going to be used on the kickoff. We'll wait the call here, but this should be a pretty easy call as 2 Warriors are trying to jump over the line. And I think they were just talking with head coach John Scott to see if they just want to make this penalty on. They're going to say, yep, hurtling, so basically jumping over the center. And the penalty won't be enforced. Well, let's step aside. Tigers lead this one 24-13. Back after this on the County 10 Sports Network.
We are Maven. We focus on the fundamentals, clean, simple designs with the very best modern materials and technologies. We refuse to compromise our mountain town roots to follow the well-worn path to $1. We choose instead to make game-changing gear and use it in the places and pursuits that inspire us every day. We are Maven, a company focused on the design and creation of innovative products for and by the modern outdoorsman.
Catch the video stream of this broadcast and previous games this season on County 10's YouTube channel.
Back here on KOVE 1330 AM 107.7 FM, streaming online at county10.com as the Tigers are going to basically kick this off in Worland territory after the hurtling penalty is what they called it. Hurtling on the Warriors as Matisse Weaver is going to kick this off from the Worland 45 as 4:17 to go. Again, pink night here at Bill Bush Stadium. That's why you see pink on your scoreboard for the quarters. To kind of add our own pinkness to the broadcast and for this night. As here we go from the 45-yard line of Worland. And there's the kick. This one is going to go right through the uprights. And unfortunately, that doesn't count here in football. But we got an update at the studio. Jared Anderson, what's going on?
Hey, Wyatt, thank you. Few scores of interest. Riverton continues to trail Buffalo big 39-7 now midway through the third quarter in that road trip for the Wolverines. Also, big game in 4A that a lot of eyes are on. Number 1, Sheridan leads number 3, Natrona 21-6 at halftime. Good one in 3A football in the fourth quarter. It's Jackson 17, number 5, Powell 14. We'll keep our eyes on that one. Back to you, Wyatt.
Yeah, that Jackson game is a big one, and Tigers make a stop on the play. That was a handoff to Court Gonzalez. Actually, that was a pass. That is going to be a gain of 0 on the play on that one. As that was a 9-play drive by the Tigers on that last one that ended up being a touchdown from 2 yards out by Gabe Harris, says that it's going to be now 2nd and 11, so it's actually a pass of negative yardage. Clark in the gun, 2 receivers each side. Gonzalez in motion, fake toss to Gonzalez. Clark going to launch one, and it's going to be Incomplete. Stauffenberg basically gets tackled and the flag comes in. Offensive pass interference is what the call will likely be. As Brock Duzanis, we got a replay there, we do, as Brock Duzanis basically tackles Stauffenberg. And now the Warriors are going to be pushed back even more in this one with 3:33 to go. As the officials are discussing, it's going to go back. And now you've got Clark talking with head coach Patrick Sweeney. So we'll see how big of a penalty this will be. I believe this is going to be a 15-yard penalty just based on the high school rules. And where are they going to put Worland? So we'll see how big this penalty is. And they're going to say half the distance. So it's a 10-yard penalties, but half the distance. Now they're going to be starting at their 10-yard line. First and 21 now for the Warriors. Again, that penalty, a pass interference, even though as Brock Duzanis makes the tackle to cause that penalty. Spread formation for the Warriors. Clark all by himself. Gonzalez in motion, fake toss. Clark gonna launch one. He's looking and incomplete. As let's see what happened on that replay. Trying to see where the ball even went there. Was it batted down? It was. So that makes it now third and quite a few distances left to go. 20 yards to be exact. Again, a Jackson game. If Jackson wins, Cody wins. Cody's the number one, wins the 3A West for a third straight season. 3:08 to go in counting. As you got two receivers, each side of the screen. Gonzalez, good motion. Puts three receivers to the near side of the screen. It's batted down by a Tiger. As I'm trying to get that, see who that was on the play. I believe that was, yeah, that's Hamilton. So Hamilton, or let me recheck that. I want to make sure I get my numbers right here. That was actually Dollard, excuse me, on the play. And now the Warriors will punt. As the punt going to be at the 40-yard line. They punted from the end zone. This is a pretty decent punt here for the Warriors, and it's going to put the Tigers at the 44. The Tigers go 9 plays on their last possession. Capitalized by a 2-yard rushing touchdown. As we got 2:51 left to go in the third quarter. Thank you to Porter Supply Company in Riverton for sponsoring our broadcast today. Porter's reminds you that the winter is right around the corner and it's time for you to prep your wood, your gas, or pellet stove for the season. They got everything you need from new installs of supplies and accessories. That's Porter's on North Federal in Riverton. And now you got a flag on the field. It's going against the Tigers because they're backing up. And it's going to be an unsportsmanlike conduct on the Tigers. So that is a huge penalty. And now the Tigers, what they could have started at the 45-yard line has now resulted the Tigers starting at the 19-yard line. As we probably have a final for CWC, 3-1. So CWC ranked 9th in the nation gets another Region 9 victory. 2:51 to go. The Tigers now. That is a huge penalty right there for the Tigers. The Stauffenberg going to line up in the shotgun, takes the snap. Going to be a quarterback design run, and Stauffenberg's going to have a nice carry. As Stauffenberg will get, let's see on the play. They're going to say a gain of 9 on the carry. That was a design quarterback run all the way. And we'll see what the Tigers do here on a 2nd and 1 at the 28. We'll need to get to the 29 for a first down, but you're pretty much well ahead.
Go Tigers!
2:10 to go. Stauffenberg going to be under center, 3 receivers set. Hand off by Weaver. He's going to be, makes a move. You think he's going to have the first at the 30. Gain of 2. That's all you need to move the chains. As the Tigers are going to set up a new set of downs at the 30. Under 2 to go. As the Tigers will look to go 5 and 2. It will be their first, if I'm not mistaken, they'll have a winning season where they win more than 4 games since last year they had 4 wins. It was a 500 record. They would go 4-5 overall. The Tigers now looking to go 5-2 as Weaver gets another carry.
Weaver around the left.
Be stopped at the 35. That's a gain of 5.
Gain of 5. Venus on the tackle for the Warriors.
Yeah, that'll be their first winning season since 2020. As Coach Scott started in 2018, going forward 5. 19 saw them a 7-2 record, and then 2020 saw a 6-3. Last year going 4-5. They would have the number 2 seed though out of the East. They'll look to get another playoff game here. Under center, Stauffenberg got a receiver to the bottom of your screen. Harris goes in motion. Stauffenberg toss to Weaver. Weaver gonna cut up, and he's gonna get very close to that first down marker.
On the right side.
And they're gonna say the spot is at the 40, and they're gonna say a first down after a gain of 5. So another first down for the Tigers, and they'll have to run one more play here before the end of the 3rd. It'll be 1st and 10 now for the Tigers. This will be their 41st play of the game. As you're going to see a rush here from the Worland Warriors. Weaver going to take it himself, get 6. And that should do it as the Tigers are leading this one 24-13 with the final 12 minutes left of this ball game. Tigers are looking to keep their chances at a 3A East title alive. We're going to step aside for a timeout. We're back after this. It's Tiger Football on the County 10 Sports Network.
Brown Sugar Coffee Roastery is proud to be a supporter of athletics and student athletes all across Fremont County. Brown Sugar is a locally owned and operated restaurant located in downtown Riverton. Their passion is coffee and locally sourced foods. Be sure to stop in for dinner service and look for a new menu coming soon. Brown Sugar Coffee Roastery. See them online at brownsugarcoffeeroastery.com or stop in at 203 East Main Street, Riverton.
Central Wyoming College has a new Bachelor of Applied Science degree in Early Childhood Education.
Being a teacher has always been a dream of mine.
This degree combines the academic, assessment, and classroom management content that students need to be successful in the classroom. Gain knowledge in how young children grow and develop physically and cognitively, and guide them to social and emotional development.
What I really like about the education program here at CWC is that we get a lot of classroom experience.
Make your way at CWC.
Catch Tiger Football all season long streaming on County 10's YouTube channel.
Back here on KOVE 1330 AM, 107.7 FM, and streaming online at county10.com. The Tigers lead this one 24-13 with the final 12 minutes left to play. Again, the Tigers, with a win tonight, basically force a championship conference title as Weaver's going to get the toss. He's going to lose yardage, however. It's going to lose 3. So, like I was saying, the Tigers with a win will be the number 2, or excuse me, they will fight for the number 1 seed. They can be, with a win, as low as a 3 seed. So, Tigers looking to not have to make a long distance trip if they have to be on the road. Right now, Cody with the Jackson game going on with a win, they'll win the 3A West. Stauffenberg drops back, gonna step up in the pocket. He's gonna try to shovel pass it. It's gonna be incomplete. As did he get his arm forward? I think he did, but looking at this replay right here, again, thanks to Riley Bouillon, yeah, he got that arm forward, so incompletion to start the quarter. And it's going to be a punt by Matisse Weaver. Gonzalez and Duzanis right now sitting at the Worland 24. They're not backing up as, again, Weaver has himself a leg. Here's the snap. Kick is away. This one going to be a little bit short, but it's going to take, it's actually going to take a Worland bounces. Got to get on the football. Velardes covers it up, and the Warriors will start at the 34-yard line as kind of hear it from the Worland sideline. Got to get out of the way on that, or because there was a situation last week. Football gets punt, hits the top of the helmet, and it gave Rollins a new set of downs. Luckily, it didn't cost the Tigers because they shut them out last week, 28-0. But the Tigers, again, there's still plenty of time left. It's a 2-possession game. As the Warriors going to have 3 receivers, the bottom of the screen. Clark drops back. He's trying to look. He keeps looking. Clark keeps rolling, now does, and it's going to be intercepted by Stauffenberg. That's number 2. And that just took way too long for Clark to get that play developing, and Clark waited a little bit longer, and Duzanis couldn't make the catch. That basically sets him up for the interception, and the Tigers, after go with basically 3 and out, are now going to start with the football in Worland territory. We'll see what the Tigers can do here. At the 44 with 10:56 to go. A score here can be huge for the Tigers. New set of downs for the Tigers here. As Stauffenberg going to put Harris in motion. Fake it off to him. Give it to Weaver. And ball's out. And the Warriors got it. So just like that, you get the interception, and then you turn it over. So that is the first turnover by the Tigers today. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Warriors now at the 43. The Warriors essentially basically move up after their turnover. As Duzanis now going to take the snap here on this first down of the play. Here's Duzanis, going to try to go around the left side, makes a cut. He's going to break a tackle and more. Stauffenberg going to finally tackle him. Not before, though. He gets, looks to be 15 on the carry. As Duzanis had a 51-yard touchdown in the third quarter. And then it gets another 15 yards right there. Now they're in Tiger territory. So we have first down now at the 41. Warriors trying to make this a 1-possession game with the score. And once again, Brock Duzanis going to take the snap here. And Tigers jump. So free 5 yards there for the Warriors. So it'll be now 1st and 5 now at the 36. Looking to be a good one coming down to the wire. First and 5 now. 10:04 to go. Clock starts to tick again. Clark takes the snap. Toss off here to Duzanis. He's going to have a good carry again. And he's going to get a decent carry. Give him 10. As now it's Brock Duzanis making some plays for the Warriors. Yeah, the Tigers have been able to cause stops, turnovers. But Brock Duzanis right now in this second half has been a different story. 9:40 to go and counting on your Fremont Therapy scoreboard, 24-13. Duzanis once again going to take a direct snap here. And the Tigers jump again. So 2 penalties on the Tigers, and it's basically 10 free yards on this drive. Now at the 23, once again, it's a 1st and 5. We'll see what Worland does here. This time it's going to be Clark going to take the snap. Duzanis comes to the bottom of the screen. Gonzalez to the top. 9:18 and counting now. Snap. Clark. Pump fakes. Throws. Gonzalez. Intercepted again. And Stauffenberg with his 3rd interception of the game. As that is a big play, as you saw the replay right there. As, yeah, he just times that perfectly. You couldn't have asked for a better timely play than that. And the Tigers now, here's the downside of that turnover. You're starting at your 2-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Tigers with 9:08 to go. Beaver's going to come to the sideline. Velarde comes in. Stauffenberg will head his way to the huddle. That is the 3rd interception of the game for Carter Clark. It's the 3rd pick by Brennan Stauffenberg. And this is going to be an easy call for the Tigers. Just get out of the end zone. And here's the snap. Hand off here. This is going to be a decent carry for the Tigers, as trying to see who carried that is. That is going to be Velarde on the carry. It's going to get maybe 3. I'm going to say gain of 2. He's at the 4-yard, or no, it is gain of 3.
5-yard line.
2nd and 7 now. Tigers now have the clock working for them. Still plenty of time, but you want that clock ticking now. If you're the Tigers, if you're Worland, you want to cause another turnover. That's Stauffenberg. Gonna give it off here to Matisse Weaver. No, excuse me, that's Gabe Harris. He'll have the 1st down. A gain. Looks to be 9 on the play.
Gain all the way down to the Tigers' 13-yard line.
Excuse me, that's a gain of 8. And it's a 1st down for the Tigers. Clock continues to roll. So right now, the Tigers' defense causing turnovers is what's keeping this Tiger lead. Still a 2-possession game, under 8 to go. As get an update from Riverton here in just a moment. Right now, 52-14, the last score I have. As there is going to be a carry there by Rowan. Going to lose 3, though, or lose 2, excuse me. Second and 12 now. Yeah, Riverton, it's the end of the 3rd. It's 53-14 in favor of Riverton, or excuse me, in favor of Buffalo. Buffalo right now ranked 4th in Class 3A. Stauffenberg in the gun set, takes the snap. It's going to be a design quarterback run to the left side. Stauffenberg's got room and more. He breaks the tackle. He'll step out of bounds. As Stauffenberg gets a gain. We'll see where they give this. A gain of 14 on the play. As Stauffenberg 7 carries, 35 yards. Make sure you guys stick around for the Bailey Tire and Auto post-game show, as Bailey Tire and Auto employs 130 Fremont County residents and is always looking for career-minded individuals and work in a variety of departments. Go check out gowithbailey.com to learn more. Again, stick around for the Bailey Tire and Auto post-game show. Get an interview with the coach. Give you guys a recap, upcoming preview of the upcoming week. Stauffenberg going to be under center. Got 3 receivers bunched up there. As there's going to be a carry here by Weaver, it looks like. Give him 2.
Straight up the middle to Weaver. 3 on the play.
3 on the play is what they're going to give him. So second now and 7. As the Tigers have taken over almost 3 minutes off this clock. 6:36 now. In the fourth quarter, potentially the final home game for the Tigers this season. And if things stay where they are, they'll try to get another one next week. Stauffenberg, play action to Velarde, rolls out to his right, going to give it off here to Matisse Weaver. He's got a nice catch, and he's got a nice gain here on the play. So the Tigers get a first down off of a 27-yard completion from Brennan Stauffenberg to Matisse Weaver. And the Tigers will look to get another one into the end zone. They have scored at least a touchdown in every quarter. Their most points scored was 10 in the second. As the Tigers will line up in the shotgun, 2 receivers to the bottom of your screen. Stauffenberg, snap, play action, going to keep it himself. He's going to take it up the middle. He'll get a nice carry. Give him 9. And Stauffenberg, 205 passing yards, 44 rushing. It's going to be 2nd and 2 now. It's actually a gain of 8. 2nd and 2 left for the Tigers. They're in Worland territory. As the Beaver going to be to the bottom of your screen. Stevenson to the top. As Stauffenberg going to go under center now. Checks the sideline. Gets the green light. As Stauffenberg, give it off here to Weaver. He's going to get the first down. As that's going to be a gain of 7 for Matisse Weaver. And we'll see if there's some more updates around the state, especially some Fremont County games. Jackson has defeated Powell 17-14. So now, right now, the latest update I have, it's a 35-0 game for Cody. Again, Cody with a win now can clinch the 3A West Conference Championship, and playoffs will go through Cody. As Stauffenberg, low snap, going to take it himself, goes up the middle, makes a spin move. Stauffenberg now going to get a good carry as you slide safely to get some yardage back, or excuse me, on the 5-yard carry. As makes something out of nothing, essentially. It's actually going to be a gain of 6. Will be now 2nd and 4 now for the Tigers at the Worland 14. Again, we will have coverage of next week's road game in Douglas, KOVE 1330 AM, 107.7 FM, Lander, Wyoming, home of the Lander Tigers. Stauffenberg goes back under center. And now a whistle timeout taken by Lander. We'll step aside as well. It's Tiger football on the County 10 Sports Network.
Therapy Group has been a proud supporter of Wyoming athletics for more than 25 years. Locally owned by therapists, Fremont values commitment to professionalism and community. With specialized training and one-on-one service, they get you back to doing what you love. Whether you need rehab for an injury from a sports-certified specialist or therapy from the only certified hand therapist in Fremont County. With 6 locations in Western Wyoming, they provide aquatic therapy, dry needling, and women's health therapy. To find out more about Fremont Therapy Group or schedule an appointment, go to fremonttherapy.com.
Gales Carpet Floor and Home is happy to support student athletes in sports across Fremont County. Gales Carpet One Floor and Home has been a Fremont County fixture for decades, specializing in flooring, window coverings, and cabinets, as well as the professional, certified installation of those products. Stop into Gales Floor and Home today at 220 East Main Street, Riverton, or see them online at galescarpet1riverton.com. Your place for the Tigers. KOVE Radio and County 10's YouTube channel.
Back here on KOVE 1330 AM 1077 FM, streaming online at county10.com as the Tigers are trying to maybe get one more in as Matisse Weaver's going to get the carry. He tries to make a move. He's not going to get much. He probably gets right back to the original line of scrimmage. And it's going to be a gain of 0. It'll be 3rd down, 4 to go. Tigers right now well in Matisse Weaver's range. If they do decide to kick it, it will still be a 2-possession game if the field goal is good. So that is all. That depends on if they do make and decide to go for a field goal. Stauffenberg under center, one receiver to the top of your screen. Play action. Stauffenberg throws, caught by Matisse Weaver. And it's a Tiger first down. A gain of 12 on the reception. As Matisse Weaver is having himself a receiving game. 7 receptions, 131 yards. And it'll be 1st and goal from the 2. With 2:38 to go, as the Tigers have taken a significant amount of time off this clock. Fremont Therapy scoreboard, 24-13, 2:28 to go. As the Tigers go to a 3-back set, Stauffenberg going to keep it himself. He probably didn't get anything, maybe 1. And now you got a flag on the play. So we'll see what this is on. As right now, it looks to be a gain of 0. What we will figure it out is Stauffenberg's helmet is taken off. The official is talking with Stauffenberg. Now the official goes to the Worland defense. So we'll see who this is on. Because right now nobody's... I mean, if you're really backing up for Worland, you're backing up basically a yard, but... And it's a face mask on the Warriors, so... In the instance, it's a penalty of 1 yard. Essentially. So it'll be 1st and goal from the 1 now. As you hear the announcer, 1st in inches for the Tigers. Again, you can probably go back to that 3-back set for the Tigers. And Stauffenberg going to try it again. Stauffenberg pushes in. Hold on, let's wait before I get the official call. As the officials are figuring it out, and they're going to say 2nd down, so he was stopped. So a gain of 0 for Stauffenberg. It'll be 2nd and 1 with under 1:45 to go. So a score for the Tigers will most likely put a dagger in this football game. 90 seconds to go. As you can really run down the clock too. I mean, 2 plays and I would do it. except it's only second down, so take one. And Stauffenberg, they're going to just call a timeout here. And it's going to be timeout on the Tigers. We'll step aside for a timeout. We're back after this.
If you're looking to get upgrades on your vehicle done with bumpers, grill guards, and bed liners, shop locally. Instead of traveling the extra mile to an out-of-town shop, take it to the premier local shop here in Fremont County. Wyoming 4x4 has over 25 years of experience under the belt. Dan will take your stock truck and give it the perfect accessory makeover tailored to your vision. Stop at Wyoming 4x4 or give Dan a call at 307-857-3175.
Wyoming Catholic College are proud sponsors of student athletes and sports programs across Fremont County, plus are this season's academic spotlight sponsor. Wyoming Catholic College forms students through a rigorous immersion in the primary sources of the classic liberal arts tradition, the grandeur of the mountain wilderness, and the spiritual heritage of the Catholic Church. Grounded in real experience and thoughtful reflection, our graduates love truth, think clearly, and communicate eloquently, engaging with the world as it is. Submit your application online at wyomingcatholic.edu/admissions/apply.
Back here on KOVE 1330 AM 107.7 FM. It's 2nd and 1 with 1:13 to go. Stauffenberg again. Can he get it this time? And they're going to say no. And it's going to say third down. Regardless, you could take a knee now and put this game. And we got timeout Worland. We will take one again. We'll be back after this.
If you're looking to get upgrades on your vehicle done with bumpers, grill guards, and bed liners, shop locally. Instead of traveling the extra mile to an out-of-town shop, take it to the premier local shop here in Fremont County. Wyoming 4x4 has over 25 years of experience under the belt. Dan will take your stock truck and give it the perfect accessory makeover tailored to your vision. Stop at Wyoming 4x4 or give Dan a call at 307-857-3175.
Wyoming Catholic College are proud sponsors of student athletes and sports programs across Fremont County, plus are this season's academic spotlight sponsor. Wyoming Catholic College forms students through a rigorous immersion in the primary sources of the classic liberal arts tradition, the grandeur of the mountain wilderness, and the spiritual heritage of the Catholic Church. Grounded in real experience and thoughtful reflection, our graduates love truth, think clearly, and communicate eloquently, engaging with the world as it is.
Back here on KOVE 1330 AM 107.7 FM, streaming online at county10.com. 3rd and 1. Once again, Stauffenberg going to try to QB sneak it, makes the jump. Touchdown, Tigers! And that will do it. On a 1-yard score by Brennan Stauffenberg. And the Tigers now lead 30-13. As the Tigers have now forced a game next week against Douglas. That will be winner by point differential. You got to get the point differential. We'll talk a little bit more out in the Bailey Tire and Auto post-game show as Matisse Weaver is going to put this one through the uprights. As Weaver kick up and good, and the Tigers lead 31-13. We're going to take another timeout. We'll be back after this.
Brown Sugar Coffee Roastery is proud to be a supporter of athletics and student athletes all across Fremont County. Brown Sugar is a locally owned and operated restaurant located in downtown Riverton. Their passion is coffee and locally sourced foods. Be sure to stop in for dinner service and look for a new menu coming soon. Brown Sugar Coffee Roastery. See them online at brownsugarcoffeeroastery.com or stop in at 203 East Main Street, Riverton.
Central Wyoming College has a new Bachelor of Applied Science degree in Early Childhood Education.
Being a teacher has always been a dream of mine.
This degree combines the academic, assessment, and classroom management content that students need to be successful in the classroom. Gain knowledge in how young children grow and develop physically and cognitively, and guide them to social and emotional development.
What I really like about the education program here at CWC is that we get a lot of classroom experience.
Make your way at CWC.
Catch the video stream of this broadcast and previous games this season on County 10's YouTube channel.
Back here on KOVE, a 13-play drive for the Tigers, starting from their own 2-yard line. They took a significant amount of time with only 53 seconds to go. It's going to be a victory for the Tigers in this one, 31-13. As Worland now just going to play for some momentum next week when they play Riverton in this one, as Matisse Weaver will kick it away here. This one going to roll into the end zone. It will be a touchback as Worland will start from the 20. So at the pace of the Riverton game, 53-21 now the score with 4:48 to go. And I believe with Worland, they have one conference win as well. I'm going to just double check my math here just to be 100% certain in this one. Yeah, they got one conference win, and Riverton also sits with one conference win, so that game now could be a deciding factor for the 4 seed at next week's game. As Duzanis gonna start, and you got a flag on the play. It hits the player of Trey Bennett, and it's going to be a false start on the Warriors, 5-yard penalty, as the Warriors have 8 penalties for 52 yards in this game. So it'll be first and 15 from the 15. The game doesn't end when the clock hits 0. Bailey Tire and Auto post-game show. We'll give you guys a recap and everything. Again, huge thank you to Riley Bouillon, Christian Corona for the camera and producing work, Daniel Cox for wanting to learn some camera stuff and hopefully get him on eventually, as Clark going to toss it to Duzanis. Duzanis now going to try to make a move, but it's not going to be much. And I think he lost 3, and he did. That's the first time that Duzanis in this half has gone negative yardage. As we have a timeout taken by the Worland Warriors. As your scoreboard tonight brought to you by Fremont Therapy in Riverton and Lander for more than 25 years. Fremont Therapy has been Fremont County's leader in physical and occupational therapy. We are proud to provide experienced clinicians and support our athletes and their families. We wish Fremont County team the best of luck this season. Also, the Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care is another proud sponsor of Fremont County Sports. Don't forget to make the appointment for your annual wellness visit at the clinic. Thank you to Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care for supporting youth athletics. And remember, let's stay healthy together. Hey, Lander, thanks for tuning in to tonight's broadcast of LVHS Sports. They're made by great sponsors like Gambles on 420 Main, right in the middle of town. Shane Gambles has truckloads of furniture waiting for you, and delivery is always free within 30 miles of the store. Warriors going to line up in the pistol set. 1 receiver to the top, 2 at the bottom. As this chapter of these 2 teams playing against each other will wind down here. As Gonzalez will go in motion. Backwards pass, Gonzalez going to take it himself. Weaver gets him maybe right back to the line of scrimmage. It is going to be considered a rushing play. And you have a timeout. Let's see, take it. I believe it's taken by Worland, and we'll step aside for a quick timeout. We're back after this. It's Lander Tiger football on the County 10 Sports Network.
Porter's Supply Company in Riverton is proud to sponsor sports and student athletes here in Fremont County. Start your game day off right with the Porter's pregame show and get ready for action. Porter's has everything you need to heat your home this winter with the best selection of wood, gas, or pellet stoves. Good luck to all Fremont County teams from Porter's Supply Company. See Porter's Supply on North Federal in Riverton and online at portersmvs.com.
RE/MAX All-Star Realtors are proud to...
The Lander Tigers are sponsored by Wyoming Catholic College, situated smack dab in the middle of town. Wyoming Catholic College is a big part of our community, and they're excited to help bring you Tiger football this season. Warriors now out of timeouts. Here's a toss. And it's going to be, looks like Court Gonzalez again. I lied. That is not Court Gonzalez. on the play. That's actually Trey Bennett on his first reception of the game. It goes for 3, but it's 4th down and 10. And with 26 seconds left, you're just going to go for this for Worland. Again, this is just trying to get a little momentum for next week against Riverton. As the snap, Clark drops back, gonna throw. This is gonna be caught by Mason Decker, and it's gonna be turnover after a gain of 3. Or excuse me, that's a gain of 4. And that will wrap it up here for this one, as Tigers can basically take a knee and call it a game, as the Tigers will win this one 31-13, as the Tigers now improve to 5-2 this season. They improve to 3-1 in conference play. As victory formation for the Tigers, all they need is one knee. And there it is, Worland out of timeouts. And the Tigers, in their home stance with a win, they go 3-1 at home as they beat Evanston. They fell to Buffalo. They would beat Rollins, and now they have beat Worland 3-1 at home, and they have a chance for the #1 seed next week in Douglas. As the Tigers and Worland Warriors shaking hands, and that will do it for us here, but we will have the Bailey Tire and Auto postgame show actually first. We'll step aside for a timeout. We'll give you guys some final game stats, and we will wrap it up and potentially get a coach's interview here. This is Tiger Football on the County 10 Sports Network.
The Lander community supports the Lander Valley High School Tigers, and Altitude Interiors on Main Street is no exception. Altitude Interiors is Lander's expert in flooring, window coverings, cabinets, and more. The inside of your home is like a team jersey. Every so often, you just need a redesign. The team at Altitude has the best playbook in town and can help you with your projects from start to finish and make sure you get the look and feel of your dreams. Altitude Interiors supports Tiger football, and they're here for you too at 333 Main in Lander.
Tires, tires, and more tires. Bailey Tire and Auto Service offers a huge selection, great prices, and fantastic service.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, this is Haley. With over 13,000 tires to choose, Bailey has tires for your ATV, farm implement, car, truck, trailer, semi, lawnmower, wheelbarrow, you name it. If it has a tire, Bailey Tire and Auto Service can fix it or replace it. Bailey Tire and Auto Service is your one-stop complete tire and service shop. Just remember, with Bailey's, there's no tricks, just tires.
Baldwin Creek Rental Service in Lander is a proud supporter of sports and athletics here in Fremont County. Baldwin Creek Rental Center understands how expensive specific equipment can be, especially if it is for a one-time use or event. That is why they offer tools, equipment, and party supply rentals. For many years, Baldwin Creek has provided services to clients in Lander and the surrounding areas. From lawn and garden projects to graduation parties, they have the right equipment for you. Baldwin Creek Rental Centers, 675 Baldwin Creek Road in Lander.
Keep it local. Try it on, save time and money on returns, and get advice in person at Bells & Bows. Our business is your best local source for quality clothing like Liverpool and keeping your look fresh every month with our new collections bag. These monthly collections bags feature anything you can imagine yourself in, and the best part is we will ship it everywhere. But if you live locally, we can drop it off right at your doorstep. Bells & Bows, your local solution to keeping you looking stylish for anything that comes your way. Stop in today at 309 East Main Street in Riverton or visit us online at bellsandbows.rocks.
Your home for the Tigers all season long is KOVE 1330 AM and 107.7 FM.
Tigers win this one 31-13 after a great performance by really everybody today. I mean, they were able to make things happen, and the Tigers just capitalized on more opportunities that they had in this one as they win 31-13 in this one today, as the Tigers will look to get a potential #1 seed at next week's game against Douglas. And they will fight for a 1 seed. They can now cannot be lower than a 3 seed. As Cody right now, we'll try to get a scoring update because Cody is looking to clinch the number 1 seed out of the West in this one. So we'll get an update. Ken Jackson beating Powell allows Cody just with a victory now to get this one in the 3A West Conference. As again, 3A West only gets 5 conference games a season, so every conference game means a whole lot. As we are wrapping up here on the Bailey Tire and Auto post-game show. Again, post-game show brought to you by Bailey Tire and Auto. We will give you guys a recap on how all the scoring went down. We'll start with Worland, as the Warriors would get 2 scores in 2 different halves, the first half and the second half. It would start off on the opening drive on a 16-yard pass completion from Carter Clark to Court Gonzalez. That would result in the Tigers responding on a 3-yard touchdown run from after a 29-yard pass from Brennan Stauffenberg to Matisse Weaver, and also an 18-yard run by Jack Peskinelli. He right now did not play the rest of the game after his timeout injury. And also, the Tigers would capitalize on a 35-yard touchdown pass from Brennan Stauffenberg to Evan Stevenson. Then you got a 31-yard field goal attempt by Matisse Weaver, a 2-yard rushing touchdown by Gabe Harris, and then you get a 1-yard touchdown run by Brennan Stauffenberg, as Coach John Scott is making his way to the press box here, and we will get a post-game interview with him and kind of get his initial thoughts after this one. Here's the headphones for you, Coach, and once you get those on, Coach, just 31-13, and you had a kind of game plan for what they were about to throw with the run-pass option.
They did a great job of staying in their system and putting the kids, in it on a short week, and so they had us on our heels, and it wasn't anything that we hadn't prepared for. It's just really that adjustment of game speed. They show it 10 times faster than our freshmen can. And so once we kind of adjust to that, I thought the second half then was really, kind of what our kids they knew they had to just react. Okay, they had now seen it, and they had seen, the long drives really kind of worked to our advantage a little bit because we made them take a lot of downs, and we saw just about everything that they do out of it, and then it was just up to our kids to be able to make that game speed adjustments. And I thought, like I said, the second half, except for the long run that DeZanis had, and we had worked against that during the week. He just is an athlete, split us, and off to the races he was. But you get to see a team that runs a pretty good spread offense with that RPO, and I thought the substitutions that we had to make, we lost Jack, so it did require, because we're not too deep across the board. It required, okay, you're going here, you haven't played there in a while, you're coming here, and then everybody else kind of taking them under their wing, and we got it done. Yeah, talk about, I'll get a little more into the offensive aspect, but it's Brennan Stauffenberg with 3 interceptions. Yeah, he did and so what Brennan did a great job of is that was probably the one thing that their quarterback had, not having been under center very much, is that Brennan followed his eyes. And so on a lot of those, Brennan got a great jump on it because the young man hasn't been under center a whole lot. He's got an arm, he's athletic, but he probably looked right away to where he wanted to go, and it gave Brennan does a great job of getting out of the hole and reading that. So Brennan kind of uses his quarterback savvy as that free safety, and what he did is he got a great jump on it, and those were huge turnovers for us. Yeah, and some of the defense too, kind of forcing some plays being thrown there, and maybe that's kind of what led to a couple of, like you were mentioning. Right. I mean, you come out against this offense, and if you're a little too aggressive, you start jumping at stuff that isn't yours. The intent is good, but it's not what we want. And what it does is it opens up some spots, and they did, like I said, kind of hit those, but we got it adjusted and able to get some ball control. I think we didn't have maybe 3 series in the first half, it seemed like, and then got a little bit going with the run game of Matisse jumping back into the role that he played, the better part of last year. He was, the main back. And so him getting back up in there, and then we just moved some guys around and crossed our fingers.
Yeah, the offense really had a fantastic day, Coach. I mean, I had him for 376 yards. I might be a little off by a few numbers, but the passing game worked out. You had Brent Stauffenberg for over 200 yards today.
And again, he made good decisions. He didn't turn it over. He's on target with a lot of it, the way he's throwing the ball right now. And, we're getting another dimension out of him with running, and we kind of wanted to start a little bit of that early in the year, but I'll tell you what, he's fresh now to run the ball a little bit, and this is the time to be doing it along with his passing. And so, we'll move on now to Douglas and see how we can wrap this up.
Yeah, speaking of Douglas, next week now you guys have an opportunity to get a home game. So what's the focus going to be like going into next week? Well,
we talked a couple weeks ago right after the Riverton game, that going into the Riverton game, starting out in conference with the loss to Buffalo, we pretty much had to, everything was still in our control, even up to, going to Douglas. And the control is, come away with a win and force a playoff scenario of how they're going to figure it out, But at least we if anything, got ourselves into a position to maybe have that third seed because of the tiebreakers of the teams behind us.
Perfect, Coach. Anything else I've left out, or?
No, we're just ready to go back to work. And my family, my crew in Las Vegas wants to know what happened to the camera. How come I'm not on the camera? The kids want to know. They can't see me now, And
well, we'll make sure you get some more spotlight, Coach. But I appreciate your time, and we'll talk more next week.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, appreciate it, Coach. We're going to step aside for a timeout. We're going to wrap things up after this. It's the County 10 Sports Network.
The Lander community supports the Lander Valley High School Tigers, and Altitude Interiors on Main Street is no exception. Altitude Interiors is Lander's expert in flooring, window coverings, cabinets, and more. The inside of your home is like a team jersey. Every so often, you just need a redesign. The team at Altitude has the best playbook in town and can help you with your projects from start to finish and make sure you get the look and feel of your dreams. Altitude Interiors supports Tiger football, and they're here for you too at 333 Main in Lander.
Tires, and more tires. Bailey Tire and Auto Service offers a huge selection, great prices, and fantastic service.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, this is Haley. With over 13,000 tires to choose, Bailey has tires for your ATV, farm implement, car, truck, trailer, semi, lawnmower, wheelbarrow, you name it. If it has a tire, Bailey Tire and Auto Service can fix it or replace it. Bailey Tire and Auto Service is your one-stop complete tire and service shop. Just remember, with Bailey's, there's no tricks, just tires.
Baldwin Creek Rental Service in Lander is a proud supporter of sports and athletics here in Fremont County. Baldwin Creek Rental Center understands how expensive specific equipment can be, especially if it is for a one-time use or event. That is why they offer tools, equipment, and party supply rentals. For many years, Baldwin Creek has provided services to clients in Lander and the surrounding areas. From lawn and garden projects to graduation parties, they have the right equipment for you. Baldwin Creek Rental Centers, 675 Baldwin Creek Road in Lander.
Keep it local. Try it on, save time and money on returns, and get advice in person at Bells & Bows. Our business is your best local source for quality clothing like Liverpool and keeping your look fresh every month with our new collections bag. These monthly collections bags feature anything you can imagine yourself in, and the best part is we will ship it everywhere. But if you live locally, we can drop it off right at your doorstep. Bells & Bows, your local solution to keeping you looking stylish for anything that comes your way. Stop in today at 309 East Main Street in Riverton or visit us online at bellsandbows.rocks.
Catch the video stream of this broadcast and previous games this season on County 10's YouTube channel.
Tigers win this one 31-13 and now force a potential 3A East championship game between Douglas and Lander. That is going to work based on point differential. That's how the tiebreakers will work now. If I'm not mistaken, after talking with a couple people, I think you got to win by 9 points next week if you're Lander. And Buffalo right now, they do have the head-to-head advantage to the Lander, so a loss would put the Tigers in a number 3 seed. So you can't be worse than a 3 seed now if you're Lander Valley. Looks like if you end up at the 3 seed, you're probably going to start Valley. Cody right now on pace to win the 3A West. And we will have that coverage for you guys next week. It's a 6 p.m. kickoff. We're going to have that call for you guys on KOVE 1330 AM 107.7 FM. And always streaming on video on the County 10 YouTube channel and Facebook page. Christian Corona on the camera, Riley Bouillon producing, Daniel Cox shadowing today. Again, we can't thank him enough for coming in, and thank you guys for being a part of the broadcast. For Christian, Riley, and Daniel Cox and the County 10 crew, I'm Wyatt Barichka. This has been a presentation of Lander Valley Football on the County 10 Sports Network.